Hello and welcome to what is hopefully the first episode of a new podcast by Rooster Teeth Productions. This one's called Face, and it stars myself, Jeff Ramsey, co-creator of Rooster Teeth, and my two co-workers and, more importantly, lifelong friends, Gavin Free, hey buddy, and Andrew Panton.
Hello.
The point of this podcast, Face, is it's sort of that thing you do where I can best describe it, and Andrew and I have been using this as a verb for a little while. I can best describe it as shooting yourself in the foot to make you laugh, right? Doing something dumb and funny that ultimately probably causes more harm to you than good, but as long as it makes you laugh and you're the butt of your own joke, it doesn't matter.
As someone who's known you for a long time, Jeff, you've been facing for your entire life.
Well, Gavin, I had a bad run there. I will say part of, I think, why I'm fascinated by Andrew is you knew me probably at the worst period in my life for facing. I've been married twice for a grand total of about 22 years. And my second marriage, which lasted about 12 years, to a lovely woman who, unfortunately, was married to me at the part of my life in my 30s, my late 20s and early 30s, when Gavin, when you knew me best, you were living with us, where I could not stop cutting off my nose to spite my own face to make myself laugh. And ultimately, that marriage ended in divorce. Who can blame her? But I will say a good thing that came out of it is I learned to stop. I don't do it anymore. I don't do it as much anymore. I don't do it like I did.
There were some times where you would be on the brink of making a joke or a comment that would make you laugh, and you knew it was going to cause something to happen. And there would be moments where you would just like sit on the couch and your face would scrunch up and you'd start kicking your legs to try and hold it in, and then you would just say the comment. And that would be it for the evening.
Or the weekend or whatever, yeah.
What I appreciate is you make it sound like a choice. Like, this is a fascinating thing to hear. For me, I don't calculate my facing. It just happens. I'm just constantly fucking up by accident, making a complete ass of myself.
So you can't turn it off?
No, there's no turning on or off. I'm just existing. This is my life.
It's why I think you're a unique individual, Andrew. Because it was a compulsion for me for sure, and it still is, but it's one that I've learned to control. I think you have no impulse control when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Do you think it's my fault?
Well, yeah, a little bit, or genetic or whatever. But it's kind of funny. You are what I call the best kept secret of Rooster Teeth. You are this weird, I think the closest approximation is you're kind of like a performance artist. Would be the best way I could describe it. A comedic performance artist. And every day of your life, you live it in a different, unique way that usually backfires on you. And Gavin and I have essentially been having this podcast with you for like the last 5 years, and we've been very selfish to keep it between the three of us.
Well, that was the thing I was mentioning. This is back when we were in the office and stuff. I would come in and just fill Jeff in on the latest Andrew antics. And then at one point, I think while we were doing like Vicious Summer or something, I was like, I think Andrew's the funniest person in Achievement Hunter, and he doesn't even work here. We need a show where we just hear about his weird antics.
No, for sure, Gavin. It's kind of a nut we've been trying to crack for a long time, is how do you harness the power of an Andrew Panton and focus it into some sort of content? And we struggled forever. I don't know why it never crossed our minds to have a podcast until it hit me like 2 months ago. I don't know why it took like 5 years to figure out to just get in a room and talk. Apparently that idea was too much for my feeble brain. I actually thought about calling this the Andrew podcast, just calling it Andrew, no other explanation, but that didn't seem dumb enough, and so I thought, why not name, well, first off, the point of Rooster Teeth Productions is, as a production company, is to make money. We make a lot of podcasts, a lot of content on the internet. Millions and millions of people across the world tune in, thankfully. And so I think the ultimate face is to call a podcast that needs to sell advertisements an unsellable name.
In a super oversaturated market where there's a certain amount of money to go around and there's a billion podcasts, and this one's called Face.
Yes. There are over 1 million podcasts in existence right now, I believe. And as far as I know, this is the only one called face. Now, that might mean we're brilliant, but it probably doesn't.
I checked the podcast charts yesterday to see the closest or the highest ranking podcast I could find that blanks its own name. It's like 126. So we had a shot. We could run the hundreds.
Okay.
It's possible. I will say, I'm really glad you didn't go with Andrew, because I mentioned at the time, if you did, I would feel obligated to change my name, because it would be really funny if we had a podcast called Andrew and nobody on it was called Andrew. Like, the further it went, the funnier it would become. And when I ran that idea by my mom, she cried. So that would have been a problem. She was very committed to the name.
I like the idea of you going down to the courthouse. It's like, why are you changing your name? It's because, well, the new name isn't a podcast.
It's a great bit. You'd have to do it.
But Andrew, you said that reminded you of a story, and kind of the point of this podcast is to let you tell the stories of the dumb things that you've done, or brilliant things, or just mediocre things.
I just randomly emailed the head of Xbox a few months ago about something, and he replied like that day, and we had an ongoing dialogue. It's ridiculous. If you reach out to people, I find they respond if you write a decent email.
Yeah, you're pretty fearless with that, I gotta say. I remember one time, maybe a couple of years ago now, I just loaded up Twitter, and you were having a conversation with Norm McDonald, who is my favorite comedian on earth. And I was just like, how the fuck? And you can hear us say fuck, because we can say fuck, by the way, and we can say face, but for some reason, if we say them together, you can say fuck and face, but if you say face, see that was a, did you hear that? Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah. Face. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck and face. Totally fine. I don't get it. That'll be something for our audio engineers to look into. But, yeah, and you're just having a random conversation about fucking, I don't even remember what it was. Was it golf or something? With my favorite comedian of all time. Just because you decided, I'm going to talk to Norm MacDonald and see what happens. Hey, so I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I found out the other night because I had some insomnia and I couldn't sleep, so I was doing some research on facing, and I found out something illuminating. I wanted to share it with you guys. So face is a word that's been around for a long time. Andrew and I started using it in a particular way, but it kind of came back into our, I guess, parlance, because Andrew and I started collecting cards together. Not really because I want to collect cards, but it was just something to do with Andrew, and it's just like a fun thing we do. We open basketball cards together.
He's not your son.
No, he's my friend. I don't know.
All right.
All right. You know what? Sounds like my least favorite son is jealous of my favorite son.
Jealous as shit, dude.
That's what I'm hearing. Well, you got something that Andrew didn't, and we can talk about that in a little while, too. Anyway, through the course of that, Andrew started, and I talked about, I used to collect baseball cards when I was a kid. We started talking about, silly sports cards, and we got in this discussion of what is, the most collectible card of all time. And to me, a lot of people would say it's probably like a Honus Wagner or Michael Jordan rookie card or whatever. To me, it was a 1989 Fleer baseball card of the little brother of Cal Ripken, who's a very famous Baltimore Oriole, named Billy Ripken, who his 89 Fleer card is him holding a baseball bat, smiling, and on the bat it says face on the bottom of the bat. And this went to print, and it was very quickly corrected, but it became for a while a really funny collectible baseball card that in 89 was going for $1,000 for a brief period in time. Everybody was clamoring to get their hand on the face card, myself included. I was 14, and Andrew and I were talking about it. I lamented that I never got that face card, so he very sweetly bought me a box of Fleer baseball cards, bought himself one from 89, and we opened up packs until we both got the face card. I suspect, by the way, that Andrew very kindly opened up all the packs, found that there wasn't one in there, slipped one in, packaged it back up, and sent it to me. I will go to my grave believing that he did that.
I considered it. Honestly, what happened was, I sent you the photo and we agreed we're going to do this. I'm very impatient, and I said, do you want the left box or the right box? And you said you didn't reply for a while, and so I just immediately opened the left box. And then had tremendous guilt when I found the face card in the box and prayed there was one in the right box. Because I wanted the card because it's a dumb, goofy card. But if I would have pulled that moment from you because of my impatience, I would have felt so bad.
Well, thank you, Andrew. That's very sweet of you. I'm looking at the Bill Ripken face card right now. Anyway, the story behind that, for years and years and years, has been that Billy Ripken was a young player at the time, and he was on the same team as his older brother, who was much more famous and successful as a baseball player than him. And Billy got a lot of good-natured ribbing because of that. And the story that Billy propagated was that somebody played a prank on him and wrote face on the bat, and he had no clue. But the other night, during my bout of insomnia, I was reading about it, and I found out, and this will be particularly interesting to you, I think, Andrew, Bill Ripken admitted some 20 years later that he wrote face on the bat. He faced himself.
That's incredible.
So, like, the pseudo-inspiration for the name of this podcast and the fact that we use it as a noun to describe a thing that we do, he actually did unintentionally in the creating of the card. He was saying that it was a practice bat, and he liked to use a certain wood grain practice bat, and there were only a few of them, and they would get, after batting practice, they get thrown into a big, barrel full of bats, and it's hard to find the one that you want. And so he wanted to write something on the bottom of the bat to make it noticeable really easily, instead of just writing, BR or whatever. So he wrote face as a joke, so that he would always know it was his practice bat. And then he just forgot about it and took the photo, didn't even cross his mind that it was the face bat. Then, when the picture came out and it became this controversy, he got scared, essentially, and pretended that somebody had played a prank on him, which everybody would believe. So the inception of facing was tied to this card, at least in my mind, which I found out later, Billy Ripken faced himself. So I think that was an awesome late night discovery that I wanted to share with you guys.
And you said that he waited 20 years to come clean?
Yeah. The interview I read where he admitted to it was a 20-something years after.
I bet the day after it came out, he was like, I should really give this 4 or 5 presidential terms before I admit this.
How many trellises is that?
That's 8 trellises if Jack's making them. 20 years. If we ever get lucky enough, maybe we can have the OG face Billy Ripken on our show someday, but I doubt it. I don't know that we'll ever rise to Billy Ripken face fame.
It probably depends whether or not he's trademarked face.
Could you imagine if that was a prank, though? If somebody pulled that off on the team, how fucking excited they would be? That'd have to be one of the greatest all-time sports prank, maybe any prank ever.
Well, and the fact that the face isn't upside down, it's right side up on the bat, too. It couldn't be framed better.
It was perfect.
The whole thing was tremendous. It was probably, listen, it's a big fucking deal to make it into Major League Baseball. They say it's harder to break into the MLB than it is to break into the pros in any other sport. And I'm sure a lot of non-Americans would dispute that, and you might be correct. I'm just saying what's been thrown around my entire life is that the hardest professional sport to get playing time in is baseball. So Billy, living under his brother's shadow, I got to be honest, I think probably the highlight of his career might be a 1989 baseball card that says face. That might be the most notable thing he did in his professional career, which, although he was a hell of a player to even get to the major leagues, he wasn't a standout star like his brother.
I mean, even if he was an all-time great player, I feel like the face card is so iconic, that would be the top. It's almost better that he wasn't an all-time great, because that would suck if that's what you're known for and you had a Hall of Fame career. If that was the thing you could just never surpass.
You're Ken Griffey Jr. and face. Yeah. that would be tough. That would be tough. As far as the other thing, Gavin, I'm sorry that I've been playing or opening baseball and basketball cards with Andrew, and we didn't include you.
It's fine. I've aged out. I get it.
No, you've aged out. You're in your 30s now. You're no longer young enough for my friendship. I'm going to go do other shit. I'll see you guys in a week.
Hey, who are you?
My name was Jeff Ramsey, and this was this fucking show we do. What's it called? Face. You were... That was where you say I was Gavin Free.
Oh.
You asked who I was, and I fucking instantly, I jumped to attention. I asked who you are, and you're like,
I was reading what Eric wrote, and I was throwing, because I don't want to do what Eric told me to do. I want you to do it. So I said, throw it to you, and then you threw it back to me, and I wasn't expecting it. I'm Gavin.
I'm Andrew.
If you enjoyed this podcast, or maybe if you hated it, but there's somebody in your life who you hate more than the podcast, and you want to spread misery their way, tell them about our podcast. Tell them they'll like it. Tell a friend or an enemy. Like and subscribe. Leave us a review on iTunes or Spotify or any of that nonsense. I feel a bit like a heel saying all this stuff. I usually make fun of other podcasters for doing it, but unfortunately it is... I'm going to cut all this. I don't know. I'm tired. It's been a long week.
It's been a long week.
It has been a very long week.
I got a bloody mental day tomorrow.
Do you have a mental day?
Yeah.
A lot of recordings?
All damn day.
How about you, Andrew?
I'm in the process of a move. I might not have a desk, so I'm figuring that out.
Do you wake up every day and then like the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I check the turnip prices, obviously in Animal Crossing.
Is this still the podcast?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. We're ending in a second. Is the first thing you do check your Garfield times? I just think
the shittiest ending ever. It didn't end.
It's not in. Eric's losing his mind in the chat. All right, this
Here's how I feel about turnips, right? There's no middle ground. At the beginning of the week, I'm like, I got plenty of time. There's no day where I'm like, I should get my shit together. It goes from like, I got plenty of time to, shit, I'm running out of time to sell these turnips.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I start to get scared on Tuesday night.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. It's the, I got to shift some turnips tonight.
Dude, I sold at 604 this week.
Did you really?
Yeah, one of Emily's friends, her island in the southern hemisphere was 604. So
damn.
Shit.
Woo.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, do that. Face. Love you guys.
What an ending.
That's gotta be. That's.
You just started talking about turnips. You did. Could you imagine if you were listening to a podcast and they were ending and they're like, yeah, like and subscribe. Yeah. So what do you do in the morning? Do you get turnips?
It trailed off. Then you were like, I'm gonna cut this, and then we just had a chat for
I was so confused.
Is this still the podcast?
No.
now.
Oh, okay, got it. All right, let's stop.
I'll be
That's
honest,
fair.
Jeff. I'll be honest. I'm disappointed that we got a sponsor. I'm very disappointed that it only took 4 episodes. The podcast is called Face.
I know.
What are they doing? I'm gonna write to both of the sponsors we had last week and ask them if they know what they're sponsoring. It's ridiculous.
Oh man, it's a really good. I got to be honest with you. It was weird to do. Eric came to me and he goes, "I got some ad reads for you," and I was like, "Nobody lets me do ad reads. What's it for?" And he was like, "Your podcast," and I went, "Really?" So I did them. They were great. It was fun, and they came out unlike every other ad read I've ever done for Rooster Teeth. They forced anybody else with a pulse to re-record, so there's no record of me trying to read an ad. Ugh.
You know what? I didn't expect to get slandered by Jeff, which I should have. That's foolish on my part.
Slander.
But this reminds me of something. Watch this, Gavin. I thought giving me time is dangerous, and I had time since we last recorded this. Jeff, say something slanderous about me. Call me out once again.
Andrew, I think
face. See what I just did there? I just fucking weaponized our show name against
Yeah, that's genius.
whenever we need to. But weaponize the show name. Why haven't we been doing this?
If you extended the first word in our show name for like 10 seconds, would it be a 10-second bleep?
I don't think so. Well,
I don't think so.
No, I don't,
Well,
I don't think...
That was a
Celtics-
creative decision. I don't know.
I think if it's followed by face, it would have to be.
Face.
Yeah, that was bleep.
That's. I think you probably. I think this. Hold on.
Your mic.
Face? Yeah, I don't think my mic cut out.
I didn't hear anything. I
got
heard
bleeped already. I got bleeped before. God damn it.
That was a live one.
That was a dumb name for this show.
It was a dumb name.
Eric is typing, "This is terrible." Huh.
What does that mean?
Like a terrible audio experience?
Oh, he's like, this isn't a good show.
Oh.
That's an indictment on our ability to entertain, I would assume. That's rude.
It didn't work. I tried to face him and it didn't work. It still just see
Also,
his.
have you noticed Like, as much as we try and pretend that all of the listeners to this podcast aren't already aware of us on Rooster Teeth, have you noticed that if you type face on our own website, this podcast doesn't come up? You actually have to type the asterisks. It's mental.
I think it's for all of them, right? I don't think it's just this site.
It's a real shame because it's a good one. But you really got to put the work in. If you listen to face, you deserve it because you put some effort into getting there.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Your reward is you get to listen to a really funny dude and a British guy and a piss fetish kid.
Fuck, God damn it. Slow. I just got 2 fucks off. Shit. I gotta be quick on the draw now. You're very proud of yourself.
Oh, that was great. That went really well. Hey, Nick, I want to talk to you for a second. Everybody else can go suck a butt. Hey, in the last 2 episodes, was my audio blown out?
No.
Okay. Do I sound okay right now?
You sound okay.
Yeah, you sound fine.
Okay, thank you.
You sound better than you did before. That's not a fair question. Nick wasn't here for the bad stuff.
Nobody cares what you say. I'm taking cues from the audio engineer. He's the one that matters.
He wasn't here, though, for the issue.
He's here now.
Are you an audio engineer, Nick?
Nick, you better say yes. You fucking better say yes.
I guess I am now.
I mean, you're calling him an audio engineer. He's the director of audio production for all of broadcast for the entire department.
Yeah, but audio engineer is like it's like a qualification.
Oh, you need a certification for that?
I don't know. Seems like something you'd go to school for.
Shut the fuck up. This is Rooster Teeth. Nobody went to school for anything.
That is correct.
I went to school.
What did you go to school for?
This, radio, TV, and film.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's impressive. Good for you.
So why were you selling shirts for Mega 64 for so long?
Yeah, and why aren't you better at this?
Because I don't know if you understand. I'm great at this. I'm fantastic at this. I have followed the character arc precisely of quiet producer who's begrudgingly doing the show to beloved character who's in every episode, and now everybody says, I love this guy, he's so nice, he's the best.
Is that what they taught you to do at San Diego State or wherever the fuck? Is that where'd you go?
It was Cal State Fullerton, go Titans. So yeah, this is what I learned from my radio, TV, film career is every show, every radio show, every podcast has followed this character arc to a T, except probably Your Mom's House, because they are mean to their producer, but not in like a endearing way. The producer is just told he's going to die.
Dude, it's uncomfortable sometimes how mean they are to Nadav.
Exactly. So here we are. I'm a college educated man. I'm doing it. So here we are. Welcome to Face episode 20 and introducing our hosts, Jeff, Andrew, and Gavin, guys. Take it away.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Eric is the announcer again. Because last time he didn't want the job, and today he was like busting down the door to do it.
No, I still don't want the job. I'm just trying to get the show underway. So now and Jeff, the host, take it away.
I don't know how I feel about his intro. I feel like his heart wasn't in that one. I feel like we've heard better.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to shut the fuck up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Face, the #1 podcast of Rooster Teeth for farts, fun, and fancy-free thinking. Guys, it's
fancy-free?
It's my alliteration ran out. It's Jeff Ramsey, it's Andrew Panton, it's Gavin Free, and they're here to tell you all about what's been going on with them and their crazy weeks. And now I'm going to hand it over to your host extraordinaire, Jeff Ramsey.
I would like to point out
you're not Jeff Ramsey.
That Andrew criticized your first intro, Eric, even though he would prefer no intro.
Not true.
Or an intro that occurs 45 minutes into the episode. I thought it was great. So what's your movie thing, Jeff?
I watched, by the way, a movie you should not watch is Hubie Halloween. I tried real hard. Because I'm a big fan of the Adam Sandler world. I want him to succeed. I want all the Happy Madison movies to succeed, but very rarely it seems like these days when Adam Sandler plays a character with a voice, does the movie end up being worth your time. However, all the David Spade movies are pretty solid. So The Wrong Missy, which I think is a terrible, terrible name for a film. But Millie and I watched it the other night, and it's actually quite funny. And I think it would have been easily a theatrical release that would have done well. It's just a raunchy, funny, like romantic comedy. But they say face in that movie maybe 25 times, and which is great. Except they attach a different meaning to it. They're trying to steal our definition and co-opt it for their definition.
Oh.
First of all, was it uncensored?
Yo, uncensored.
That's outrageous.
It's outrageous that they said face and it was uncensored over and over and over again. But here's their definition of a face. In The Wrong Missy, a face is when you fuck someone, but you imagine someone else's face on their body.
That's just lazy.
I think I think that is such a half-assed attempt at coming up with something cool with the name. I think our face definition makes so much more sense. It's in the DNA of the word. And I, for one, am a little scared now that people are going to start thinking that that's what face means. And it's going to change. People can be turning into our podcast and totally confused, thinking it's a podcast about having sex with people and wishing they were other people.
And does David Spade say this in the movie?
Yes, David Spade and the female protagonist, whose name I can't remember, who is awesome in it. They both say it.
Maybe our first guest on our face could be David Spade, and we could ask him to like disown that definition for us.
Yeah, if he could print a retraction somewhere.
I don't think we could get David Spade. We probably could get somebody who's in that movie if we go deep enough.
Bobby Lee is in it. We could probably get him. He's a podcaster and comedian.
On our podcast, you think we could get Bobby Lee?
Sure, why not?
I don't know. David Spade would be pretty cool though.
I saw him at the mall once. I could be like, hey, I saw you at the mall once. Do you want to be on my podcast?
So you're very close is what you're saying. I apologize for doubting the ability to do this.
Of course. All right, so here's the thing, boys. We had a false start earlier. It's okay. It wasn't any good anyway. I was being very critical of it in my head as it was happening.
Did you save the audio? Or?
It was a bad minute. No, I didn't save it. I decided and
What is a bad minute? I don't think you can determine a minute is bad.
it wasn't crazy entertaining.
Hey, Andrew, give us a good minute and go.
Well, there's no way I can do a good minute with that amount of pressure. You give
Not
us
with
a good
that
minute, Chad.
attitude. You've wasted 5 seconds. Let's get a good 50 seconds. Let's go.
Well, what do you want? What do you want? What is a good minute? I could talk about... What do you want me to talk about?
I'm asking you for it. Why am I asking you if I'm going to provide you how to make the minute good? You've lost 20 seconds. Let's get a good 40 seconds and go.
There's no hope of me recovering from a lost 20 seconds. It's only down from here.
Down to a good 30 seconds. Take it away, Andrew.
No, I'm just not going to speak. This is a protest.
Well, yeah.
Jeff, is this a better minute than the minute we lost, or what has
I feel
been?
like the other minute was
here's how I faced myself. I referenced how bad the previous minute was, with all but ensuring that you guys created what might be the worst minute in the history of face.
What?
I should have seen that coming.
But we're still in that minute. You're a part of it now.
There's no way we're still within
It's
the
too
minute.
little, too late. There's no way we're still in that minute.
Really?
I hope to God we're not. I would like to put that. I would like to put as much distance between that minute and us as humanly possible.
I think technically every second is adding distance, so we're good. It just naturally happens. Have you ever listened to a thing, though, and thought that was a great minute? No first minute of a podcast is that great.
We've had
It's
some
very
great
rare.
final minutes, like when you were being attacked by your mic setup.
That was gone. That was not uploaded. That was deleted.
That's
Nobody
true.
listened to that. So it's like you're mentioning something that never happened, essentially. That was a bad burp. If we're gonna just start judging things, that burp was not great, Jeff. That was a low burp.
I wasn't going for. I wasn't trying to break.
Well,
any
I
burping
wasn't going
records
for
or
the
anything.
greatest fucking comedy minute ever, but apparently we're judging
But I
that.
was asking for it, Andrew. I didn't say, Jeff, do the best burp right now. That was just a normal burp.
Yeah, but he's expecting things for the first minute. You can't just say, have a great first minute. These things just happen. You can't plan for them. You can't just on the spot declare it for a fantastic minute. That's ridiculous.
What are we at? Like 3 minutes now? 4?
We're almost at 5 minutes, but to what extent that this 5 minutes is used, who knows?
Should we talk about how until last week, I didn't know that people listened to this podcast?
Oh, did you want to talk about that? That's funny.
So, like, a couple of months ago, I was talking to Jeff about just life and stuff, and you were telling me about how no one listened to Face, and it was like ranking bottom among all the Rooster Teeth podcasts. And I was like, that sucks. I think it's pretty good. I think we have fun making it. It's a shame that no one listens to it. And I thought that for months. Last week, Jeff and Eric were just talking about the performance of Face. It's like number 2 in the whole company.
Yeah, it's behind the RT podcast, and I'm hoping that we'll take that over before too long, too.
And I was like, wait, people do listen to this? And you're like, oh, yeah, I just told you no one listened to it so you'd work harder. What does that mean? If anything, made me work less hard because I was like, well...
No, I know you. If you think it's like, I think you'll try harder.
What do you mean try? How do you try on a podcast? What do you mean?
The podcast isn't doing well. Be funnier.
Yeah, but you can't just... I'm not there every week being like, oh man, if more people were listening, I would turn up the funny. No, I was slightly demoralized. I was feeling a bit sad for the next few months because I believed it was pretty decent. Now you tell me you were lying the whole time. Like it's going to make it...
Gavin, it's doing incredibly well. Up until the last 2 podcasts, it's been doing incredibly well. I have no idea how these 2 are going to be received.
So, like, in conversation with other people, like if Trevor's talking to me about Red Web or something, I've always just been like, yeah, shame about face. He must have been like, what are you talking about?
It's one of the most listened to podcasts we do in the entire company. It is like, it does so well.
I'll be honest, between episodes like 8 and 30, I thought it was like the dregs of the list. And I was actually bummed about it.
It's been doing so well for like a while now, and that's thanks to everyone who listens and everything.
Oh,
are
yeah,
you
for
gonna
sure.
like coast now? Like, how are you gonna change? What are you gonna do?
What my point is, it can't affect my performance. I was just sad.
Well, you just said if anything, it made you work less. So now that you know it's successful, you're going to work harder. So we can expect a better version of Gavin.
That's the stupidest mindset ever. Why'd you always lie about the most pointless thing? I believed that you were bummed as well. You were like proper giving it like, yeah, I mean, we. But I hope the views pick up. Otherwise, we won't be able to make it anymore.
Here's the deal. The day we had that conversation, I think that was true. It was just only true for like another 3 days.
Oh, so you never gave me the update.
I just never updated you when things were going well because I didn't see the point.
Yeah, you were talking to Eric about it, I think a couple of weeks ago after we ended it. I was blown away. I was like, what?
Yeah. It's doing super well.
Speaking of things we don't know about, I feel like we have to discuss our Twitter account. What a fantastic reveal that was. I don't know if does everyone... You don't know about this, Gavin?
I'm familiar with what you're talking about. I wasn't.
Okay.
I didn't know that we were going to discuss it or not, but we looked.
No, I feel well. No, like did you not see the person is handing off the account now?
Yeah, I saw the
made
whole thing.
Okay,
the whole thing.
Great.
One of the reasons they mentioned is because I started following them on Twitter.
There's a face pod Twitter account, Gavin,
and Instagram.
Yeah, and Instagram. But we control the Instagram. But the Twitter was a thing that just popped up one day. I was like, I don't know who runs that.
Oh,
and they just were making posts. Like they take the Instagram post, they make their own post. They did content for it. They're regularly updating it. It seemed very official. But I thought, I asked Eric, do you know who runs this account? Eric had no idea. I asked Jeff. Jeff didn't know. I was like, oh, I guess just somebody who's running this account that's really funny.
I really thought it was Andrew.
No.
So you thought each other were running the Twitter account?
No.
I thought
knew.
I remembered having a conversation about it, and I thought we must have. I remember talking about it, so it must be legit and on the up and up.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Andrew's running it. It's whatever.
I knew it was community run, and that's why I didn't follow it. And then when you started following the account, I was like, well, I guess I'll just follow it too then. I guess we're all on board. This is fine. Just somebody in the community is doing this. I had no idea who it was. They recently just came forward because they reached 10,000 followers. They've been doing this for 7 months, and they kept waiting for us to call them out for it, and we just never did.
What?
They're committed to the bit.
Oh my god. That's such an amazing problem to have. Just like a bunch of people shrugging, being like, I mean, it's working.
Yeah, like they were doing an amazing job.
They posted constantly. It was great.
Yeah. It really was like, I don't know who runs that. That's probably a thing we should take care of, but whatever. Like, they're doing awesome.
I was just like, we're not talking about it, but Andrew's doing a really good job, so I'll just let him keep doing it.
I didn't realize that you thought I did it. I thought we were all aboard and we're okay with. I definitely know it wasn't one of us.
I thought you ran it.
No, not at all. So we've had this Twitter account that like has existed for 7 months and just crossed 10,000. They essentially were like, the panic mode for them was when Jeff started following them. And then the second one was, I guess, they did a porta potty post and the official Rooster Teeth account tagged them in the post.
I like that we work for a company where there are several staff members just to deal with social media, and none of those people are involved either.
No, I like that it appears like it wasn't even a conversation amongst them of like who is doing this.
Eric says you should see the Face Jam Instagram.
Why should we see it?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Sorry, I knocked over my mouse. There is a Face Jam Instagram account that for a month and a half, I had to convince Lewis that we didn't own or run. And no matter how many times I said, yeah, we don't have an Instagram account, he's like, no. I don't know what to do in that situation, but it's exactly like this, where nobody runs it. Look at how many people that work for our company follow the Face Jam Instagram account. It is the same thing. This is wild. I can't believe this happened with 2 fucking shows that I have anything to do with. This is ridiculous.
It's amazing for a company that was so involved in the internet from such an early time, you know, with internet companies. That's amazing that so many people are clueless to it.
You know what's even funnier to me is that, sure, well, I mean, I guess as of now, we absolutely run that Twitter account.
Yeah.
And, you know, because we're fucking professionals.
We don't have it yet, but we'll get it.
By the time this episode comes out, we will have had it forever.
Yeah.
However, the thing that's craziest to me is that we do operate some Twitter accounts that the audience has no idea about. Like we do have some stuff out there that we do. Like, there are Twitter accounts related to face that exist out there that the audience has not found.
You know what's funny is one of them, you can tell when my phone broke because I was tweeting on it every day and then the tweets just stopped. That is the day, the day my phone died is marked through that account.
You have secret face related Twitter accounts?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a few.
Yeah, we got a couple. He probably has ones I don't even know of, but I know of a few.
There's a few. There's not. I won't say anything. There's a few. There's a few that exist.
Now I'm suspicious.
Yeah.
They're show related.
The thing that I learned is that Jeff sees this as a triangle with himself, Gavin, and Andrew, where he does not consider him the host, but it's like 3 hosts. And I think that just given the year we've been doing this, that's insane. And there just needs to be the one host, Jeff, and then...
Why does there need to be a host? It's just 3 people
because someone
every
should
week.
be doing the intro and the outro and the heavy lifting for getting us through the things that we have to get through.
I would argue, I feel like the description of the show lists you as the host, Jeff, singularly.
Yeah, but listen to what Gavin said.
No,
think about that
but
for a minute.
It's labeled. I mean, you declared, I feel like, from the beginning.
I mean, change that if you want to. Listen, I feel like, and I was just trying to make a point, right? I was just trying to make a point on that other podcast that I consider us, and this isn't to discount Eric or whoever's editing the week, but the 3 of us to be like a comedy triangle, right? And I feel like it's a perfect triangle. I don't think that any point is elongated or and by that token, no point is more important than any other point. And so I was just saying that, like, I think hosting duties like intros and outros, since we are such a perfect triangle, that we should probably divvy them up as such. You know, you do a third, I do a third, Gavin does a third. I already do all of the ad reads, which I'm happy about. I never make you guys do those, except for the one time Andrew had to do them because I had an emergency. So I just feel like we could all share the burden of the intro and the outro,
I feel
because
like
Eric makes it be more of a thing than it needs to be anyway.
Just before we move on, I'd just like to reiterate the description of the show. Face is shooting yourself in the foot for a laugh. Host Jeff Ramsey is joined every week by longtime friend Gavin Free.
Yeah, but I don't think I wrote that.
Also, it says bi-weekly.
Yeah.
What?
That doesn't sound good either.
Everything about
It's
this
all-
it's awful.
Yeah, once every
it's-
2 weeks.
What?
2 every 1 week? What does bi-weekly mean?
Well, it's neither of Face is
it's-
weekly. That's the
It's
point.
once a week. Yeah.
Okay, now I see what you're saying. Okay.
You like this intro, Eric? Is this a good one?
Jeff, take it away.
Hello and welcome to episode 54 of the Face Podcast. Can you guys hear that?
Nope.
No.
No.
Much like the soda shot.
Jack?
Non-existent.
Hey, it's Jeff. Jeff from the Face Podcast. You're on my podcast Face right now with me with Andrew Panton and Gavin Free. Do you have just 1 second, Jack?
Oh no, this is overwhelming. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm excited to be on your podcast Face.
Andrew, were you able to hear that? Jack's very excited to be
No.
here.
I didn't hear
No,
anything.
I
It's
can't hear
going
a
into the
thing.
microphone. It's going straight into the microphone. I don't know how you can't hear it.
I can't hear Andrew.
I feel
he
like
can't hear
this is as made up as your soda.
No.
This
It's
is
real.
questionable at best.
It's what the fuck? Hold on a second, Jack. What the fuck am I supposed to do? How do I pipe it into you, dickhead? It's going into the microphone. I can't help it if you can't fucking hear it. He's here. Jack, are you
your
here?
mic up, fool.
I'm here.
It's up.
Your mic is all the way up.
I can't hear Gavin either.
It's always all the way up. I always got. Hold on a second, Jack. Hold on, just 1 second.
Notice,
All right,
Gavin,
all
Jeff
right, try
said
again.
my...
Jack, yell, hey.
Hello, this is Jack.
Oh, that's Jack.
We can kind of hear.
This is Jack. I'm here. I'm a big fan of the podcast.
Can hear.
Yeah, okay. He's fucking blowing out my microphone. All right, Andrew wanted me to relay something to you, so since he
Bit
can't
loud,
relay it,
Yeah, you're
well, I got to turn my gain back
absurdly
down.
loud.
Andrew, what did you want me to say to Jack?
I just said that I think he
can't
can't
hear
be a
him.
super fan right now. I think he's got to
Okay.
get back to the minors.
Jack, Andrew has he's pulled face rank as 33% of face.
I didn't pull
and,
rank. It was more of a conversation.
He said he put his foot down and said that you've been stripped of your super fan title, and that you're now minor leagues fan. Jack, you have to work your way back up through the minors.
I don't know if I believe a liar.
Can hear him.
Okay, well, Jack, this has gone terribly wrong. I'm going to hang up on you now, but I will relay that message. Thank you.
I like we're talking about someone who we talk to on Discord daily, and
Yeah.
we can't just have him join the Discord for 5 seconds.
I don't
We're
know why you didn't
calling
do
him.
that.
Me? What?
Well, why didn't you have him join the Discord then if you've got all the fucking ideas?
How am I? What?
Could I point out Jeff's podcast, Gavin? Did you hear that? On my podcast, Jeff said, "What happened to the triangle, Jeff?"
And then I said you're 33% of the fucking thing.
No, you didn't.
I
You said
did
my
just say, I said Andrew has 33% of the podcast. Oh my God, it is my podcast, and it's your podcast, and it's Gavin's podcast. Do you own a little piece of it? It's a little piece of yours, so you can call it yours.
Speaking of, like hosting duties, welcome to Face. I don't know what
Yeah,
episode this is.
Well, hello, and welcome to episode 57, I believe, of Face. My name is Jeff Ramsey.
I'd be willing.
Well, now you're interrupting the intro.
Yeah, it's too late. The intro, this is like 28 minutes in. I'm willing to give up 1% of the triangle. I want to take 32% of the podcast and
Ooh.
split the remaining percent equally between Eric and Nick.
I think that's a great idea. Let me also say, because I found out, that I made a funny joke to Gavin that our podcast wasn't doing well, and then he thought it wasn't doing well for years and years and years. And well, the podcast is
Yes.
barely a year old, so not quite that long. But I just to give you some good news, Gavin, I got an email the other day that said last week's episode, which was, well, this is 59 we're recording. I think last week's episode was 57 that we released, is on track to be our best performing episode ever.
Wow.
Oh, what happened? That was the cucumbers.
The cucumbers.
That was
It was your wasps, I think.
the orgies.
The wasps.
Yeah, the
the
orgies.
orgies and
No, that wasn't-
it was
that was the one
after the wasps. Yeah. So cucumbers and orgies is apparently a winning combination.
I see.
Congratulations, things are trending up. If our most recent episode is on track to be our best performing episode, then that can only mean that the next episode will probably be a letdown.
I feel it already is. We already recorded that one. That one's already guaranteed. It's in the can. It's disappointing.
Yeah, all that's done is just put pressure on this one, I think.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Also,
nervous.
hey, if anybody's got we need to hit the cucumber content and the homeless orgy content hard. So Andrew, take it away with your next orgy story. Go.
Well, I don't have one of those, but I do. I got some cucumber content for you this week, Jeff, that you orchestrated.
I feel like the last thing we do on this show is chase trends. Like,
yeah, I will say, you know what?
Actually doing it.
I don't want to, like, as you haven't said, I don't want to make this too gross, but I have a question of, are all shits equal?
No.
Is there, like, the equivalent? How do you measure? Are we doing, like, is there a bunt of the shitting world? Like, what is the half?
Is that where you hold out a baseball bat to shit?
Yeah, where, like, it bounces. Yeah, when you're in your, I still honestly don't know how the bat knobs work. We haven't even touched on those, but I'm still confused about that process.
I got an update.
We got to have the bat knob update.
I just mean, like, is every time you sit on a toilet and shit comes out, is that a shit? Because there's different.
If you need to wipe, you've taken a shit.
Okay, but I just feel like that scale isn't fair because there's massive. Because I feel like that.
Well, you're just gonna sit down and shit like one Malteser and then you're done?
Well, I'm saying that can happen. Think about the fishing world, okay? If I pull out a 20-foot salmon, the biggest goddamn salmon anyone's ever seen, and somebody fishes a goldfish, those shouldn't count as the same thing.
You both went fishing and you both caught fish.
Yeah. And Nick has brought up an interesting point. He said, what about the rare wipe-free shits? You still had to wipe. So it counts. You still had to see what was on the...
Yeah, it does count.
Why is everything... Why is everything on this podcast? We need to find the regulation version of it. What is that?
Well, it's just...
He likes to have a benchmark.
So the superhero thing, it's really... There is an NPR podcast named Planet Money, and they tried this thing. They wanted to see if they could buy a superhero, was essentially the idea. And they couldn't. Like, they couldn't get in the door.
And why? Why did they want to buy a superhero?
Just to, like, representation of the thing. Because, like, there's so many superheroes, especially in the larger company's catalog, and that you could essentially lease it out if you wanted to. Just having, in a world in which franchises are important and superheroes are everywhere, it couldn't be a bad thing to have your own superhero. And there are so many available. The question was, could you acquire a superhero that nobody really knows about or cares about? And it just was impossible. They were unable to do it, largely because of Groot. Groot is like the example of a character nobody gave a fuck about that Disney now makes hundreds of millions of merchandise with in the future. So it's like, it's not worth whatever you'd buy for it. We are in sort of an interesting position of Rooster Teeth's tie to DC. We're in the inside already, in a sense. So the idea, I guess, at that time was if we could then, since we're already on the inside, could we get our own superhero?
Well, the idea being it was a response out of necessity because you thought, oh, it's cool. Planet Money is trying to essentially buy a superhero to be their new mascot or logo. But what I'm seeing a really troubling trend. I've watched The Boys. I know where this goes. I'm seeing that Planet Money is now going to have a leg up on every other brand because they have a superhero to defend them. Sure. Not physically, of course, right? But we don't know that. I feel like if Planet Money and all these other entities are going to be out there hiring and buying superheroes to be their own ambassadors, Face needs a superhero to defend us and defend our brand against these other brands. I feel like it's a necessity at this point.
No, I completely agree. I'm so excited about this. I've been sitting on this for a long time. The character's name is the Smashing Sportsman because we are a baseball show. He's in 2 issues of the Justice League, 55, 56. He is so unknown. This is literally the only image of him I could find online. And there's not much fanfare. That is all you can acquire. Now,
What's his name?
His name? Well, okay. So his villain name is the Smashing Sportsman. His character name is Marty Baxter. So let me just read the description of what the origin story of Marty Baxter is. And I bought the issue of the comic because I had to just verify some of the things that they say. And I also have some photos of those to back it. Marty Baxter's world came crashing down when he learned that he had arthritis. We got a character with arthritis. That is his great struggle. The young baseball star now found it, in quotes, impossible to swing a bat and was absorbed in his problems as he sat in the stands watching the 1967 World Series that he'd otherwise been playing in. So this is a baseball player who cannot swing a bat anymore due to arthritis.
I love this.
Now this is Jeff. This is where I'm worried about you. What I don't need to worry about is what happens is he's watching the game, and then this fucking alien cube falls out of the sky and hits him in the back.
Okay.
He's struck in the back by a black sphere. Baxter leaped to his feet with a stunning discovery. In quotes, "My arthritis pain, gone. I feel like a new man bursting with power." His euphoria lasted only a moment before his resentment set in. The metal railing in front of Marty crumpled between his fingers as he lunged from the stands. "I'll make the sports world pay for what they did to me. I'm going to smash down the stadium." To the astonished baseball players, he screamed, "Down with all sports!" So his whole thing is he was a baseball player who got arthritis, couldn't play anymore because of it, gets hit by an alien cube in the back, and then he here we go. I'm just going to send screenshots of the comic that I took of some.
Do you have
visuals.
this comic?
I bought it, yes, specifically to confirm. That's him ripping the railing off, and this is
there's
him
the black sphere.
This is him screaming at very confused baseball players, "Down with all sports," as he's ripping the railing off of the side of the thing. So his whole deal is he hates sport. The villain, he's not targeting people. His entire mission is he's going city by city, breaking stadiums so they can't play sports in them. That's his whole deal. That's how they track him down. They're like, "Where's the next stadium?" Oh, it's 2 towns
how
over.
Much time passed between that thing twatting him in the back and him ripping the railing off? Is it just immediate?
Maybe 6 seconds. It is instant. He immediately he's ripping the thing.
Laziest origin story I've ever heard.
So
if that was a movie, the stadium would be coming down, and like the opening credits would still be like the names of the people in the movie would still be on the screen.
Did anybody ever claim ownership over the black sphere?
No, I don't know about that. I don't think so. I think they were independent alien beings that represented themselves as spheres, and then when they hit you, they powered you up, essentially, was the idea. So he gets hit in the back, and they're like, "Oh, fuck, this guy is destroying stadiums left and right. They cannot play sports because of this guy." So, like, Robin and some other character figure out what stadium he's going to be at, and they find him destroying the stadium, and then he like just destroys them. He like is super strong. He can blow wind. Like he's a ridiculous character. And he beats them up and is like, maybe we ought to have a trade and I should join the Justice League like they do in the big leagues. Like it's all weird, like sports metaphors. And so it's the whole thing is he breaks stadiums. Now, how they defeat him is maybe even arguably more bizarre. It turns out that the only weakness that these alien black spheres have is really shitty jokes, like really lame dad joke type jokes. And so they defeat the aliens by running to where they're hanging out, these guys, and they start cracking bad jokes at Marty Baxter, and he starts laughing, and the laughter causes the alien sphere to float out of his body, and then they zap it with a taser, and it's gone. That's how they defeat the alien. They also make a very clear point that they are not going to arrest Marty Baxter because he was possessed by the alien sphere. He is not liable for the stadiums that he destroyed in between those two events. So that is my 1A, the Smashing Sportsman. There's like no fanfare about him. I don't think anyone knows he exists. Like, as I said, that is the only image of that guy I could find.
I think that's a fantastic selection, Andrew, and a great nomination. I think you did a wonderful job. It seems to me like we need to begin a campaign now to convince DC to sell or give us the Smashing Sportsman. He seems perfect.
He is perfect, and it was literally the first one I looked at.
Man, I'm fucking jazzed. I think that Face could do a lot worse than being officially protected by the Smashing Sportsman. He seems like the perfect. He seems like the perfect brand defender.
That's what makes me worried about it with you, Jeff, is he's a character with arthritis who can no longer swing a bat because of it. You have the arthritis. You're going to attempt to swing a bat. I'm very nervous that we are one alien sphere away from you becoming the Smashing Sportsman.
We'll put a net over the top of him.
And then in the car, I was driving over here. I was like, oh, I'm not sad because I get to record this episode. And I realized how excited I was to record this episode. And then I got to thinking, do you ever, I mean, I know intellectually we know what we've done, what we've accomplished here. But do you ever take a step back and think, how many obstacles to success we put in front of ourselves with this podcast and still managed to survive and dare I say thrive. I'm pretty proud of all of us. Like, we named a podcast Face. You can't sell it. It's unsearchable. We shot ourselves in the foot from day one. Everything we did for this podcast was to the detriment of the success of this podcast. Yet somehow 77 or 75 or 78, nobody seems to know the math, weeks later, here we are. I'm still driving across town like giddy that I get to come and sit in front of a microphone and record with you guys. And like, because it's the highlight of my week, maybe even right now the highlight of my life. And it's stupid that we're even in the place that we are. How did I mean, thank God for the comment leavers, right? For supporting us.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, Nick raises a good point too. If you hashtag face, the hashtag ends at the asterisk. So it's just everything we do is hashtag F. So we can't even tag our own stuff either. Like, not even
it's
the fact that it's unsearchable, it's unhashtagable as well.
We had to convince Rooster Teeth, hey, we want to make this show. We want to call it something offensive. Maybe the second most offensive word on earth, probably. And then we want you to go to advertisers and tell them to give us money. And then we want to name it something that's impossible to search for. It's impossible to find. You got to be a goddamn scientist to connect the dots to find our podcast on anything. And it's like, here we are. So I just want to say congratulations to everybody involved in Face. I'm super happy and proud about that. That's very cool that we're still getting to do this.
I'm not sure how much we deserve it, but it's definitely still the highlight of my week too.
It's like strangely therapeutic, and how much I miss it. Like, when we're in a routine of it, it's just like, this is the highlight of my week. When we take an off week, it is like a noticeable gap in my week that week. It sucks.
It's like I have to put my life on hold and I can't talk about stuff for a week. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. And then you got to queue up your life so that you can remember to, like, it just sucks. It really does. It's also, Nick brings up a good point. It's also stupid. We bleep the fucking name unnecessarily every time we say it to make it even harder. So now people don't do we search for F star? Do we search for fuck? Do we search for F bleep? I don't know. I don't even know.
I feel like we're always talking about the comment leavers, but what do we refer to the people who don't leave comments but still listen? Because surely it's just as important.
I think it's all just comment leavers. I think it's
Eric said
all
listeners.
Oh, what? When have we ever said listeners?
I think it's either I'm okay with Andrew saying comment leavers, like that kind of encompasses everybody. I know that we talked about calling them the Ians or the fuckers, but I think comment leavers, or if you want to, because I know we like to subcategorize here because we like everything to be regulation, we could call them Zim zoners. I've heard a lot of Zimmers, a lot of Zim stuff. What if we called them comment unleavers?
What does that mean?
We got comment leavers and then comment unleavers. People who leave comments and people who don't.
Yeah, it sounds like they're removing comments.
No, they're just unleaving comments. They're just not leaving comments. We could call them the comment no leavers. Do you want to call them that?
What?
No comment leave, comment no leaver, unleavers, comment unleavers, no comment leaver. I don't care.
Eric seems mad. Eric, why don't you chime in?
Comment leaver seems fine as an encompassing thing, and I understand that everything for some reason in the show is subcategories for whatever reason that is. Just why would you not just call them listeners? Why did it have to be another thing? Because now we have the big idea is comment unleavers.
Yeah, they don't leave comments. They're like the unleaver, the one who doesn't leave.
Although I do like the idea of everyone being called comment leavers, whether they've left a comment or not. But it's like long time comment leaver, first time comment.
So I'm getting into it. I've been sent screenshots of fucking Cosmic Chris promoting YouTube content. They're out there promoting content, and they haven't worked with us.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird that you wouldn't see a tweet from Cosmic Crisp, the Apple company, saying, "Hey, check out Face."
Yeah,
what's more synonymous with apples than face?
We are an Apple podcast. I get you're making a joke there, Gavin, but we have done more for the Cosmic Crisp than maybe everybody outside of those who invented it.
It's fine, but no one's ever going to talk to us because of our stupid name. We've faced ourselves.
Faced ourselves. When you talk to people, maybe I'm sure I haven't. When you talk to people that don't know about the podcast and like that, like you're trying to bring them into the world, how do you immediately feel the need to describe what the name references?
I don't think I've ever told anyone about this podcast. I don't think I have either.
Every time, as soon as I'm like, the show is called Face, and then I'll always add, it's a reference to a baseball card error. Like, I immediately go into, like, you have to clarify. It's a great name.
I've even had to do, like, little, like, interview bits and stuff with our marketing department about, like, hey, we need a soundbite or we need a little 2-paragraph thing about what Face is about and stuff. I don't even like doing that. I'm just like, it's just a podcast about nothing. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah.
I don't want to. There's no way to do it without having to start, like, unraveling a fucking ball of string that never ends.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I prefer not to. I just say, you know what? Don't listen to it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, I would say it's like a deep lore about nothing.
Deep lore about nothing.
Nick said, whenever my parents ask me out at work, I refer to it as bleep face since they get weirded out when I say fuck. I go with F face is what I do. I bleep face is a good idea though.
Deep lore about nothing. I like that.
That is good. Something I wanted to talk about. I don't think Gavin is aware of this. We have face. Speaking of celebrities, we have faced our own thing. Our own. What we've predicted has come true, Gavin. Are you? I know it's a terrible way of setting that up. What is the? Fuck. This is
so fucking funny to me. This is so funny to me.
John Cena is making a Peacekeeper podcast on the Rooster Teeth network.
Yeah.
And it was recently reported on by Variety. I'm going to just read
magazine.
The Variety, one of the high, I'd say the highest profile entertainment magazine in LA, in Hollywood, I would say. Is that wrong? It's definitely top 3.
Variety and Hollywood Reporter would be they're the only games in town.
They're the top ones. So it's a mention of that this podcast is going to be made by Rooster Teeth, and then in a part of it, there's an excerpt that says, other podcasts from Rooster Teeth produced from studios in LA and Austin, Texas include Face Jam, Off Topic, Black Box Down, Red Web, and the long-running Rooster Teeth podcast, which now numbers more than 500 episodes. We were left off that list. We were not included.
Man. Oh, I wonder why.
really faced ourselves there.
I wonder if we should just run an ad for Face on the John Cena podcast.
Can we do that? That'd be great if that's a thing we can do. I think going forward, any mention of Variety, Nick, make sure you bleep part of it.
Yeah.
Make sure it's bleep. We got to censor part of their name.
So like right now, I'm saying Variety, like that doesn't come through unbleeped.
No, there's at least a bleep in it. Any time.
We also should have bleeped all of.
No.
Yeah, let's bleep all of.
Going forward, this is how they'll be known.
The star Riety.
I just love the idea that this like prestigious Hollywood writer or company, whatever, they're looking at a list of things and that they have to decide if they're going to include face or not. That the fact that there needs to be some level of dialogue at some stage of this process in which they need to either make the decision to include a podcast named face or not at all. When they didn't, which I get it, understand completely, but it's hilarious.
I told Andrew last night or whenever we talked about it, that it was kind of a perfect virtuous moment because I got so fucking infuriated, like furious, like I was going to yell at people upset that we weren't in it, that we didn't get, that we got one of the, which no offense to those other podcasts, they're all great, but we're larger than most of them. And we're doing very well for ourselves, considering our name and in spite of our name. And then I realized that this is why I wanted to name it Face, because I wanted to face ourselves, right? And the fact that I got so angry in such a brief little window of time because we were excluded from that moment means
actually
that the
angry?
podcast. Yeah, I was actually angry. Means that the podcast is so successful that it means this much to me that it made me mad, which made me happy because then I thought, oh, so we've arrived, we've made it. We're successful enough that I'm mad when we don't get mentioned. So it was like a perfect moment where I went from anger to bliss in a like that.
I pause, Gavin. Let me continue from the story.
Okay.
Rooster Teeth also operates the Roost Podcast Network, which features partners such as the H3 Podcast, This Might Get Weird with Grace Helbig, and Mamrie Hart, Philip DeFranco's A Conversation With, and Kinda Funny. They name every other podcast, not even ones directly affiliated with. They name all of them. And to be clear, this isn't for me at all a thing of like, we deserve to be on there. That's why I'm annoyed by it. I love the idea just because of our name alone that we have to be in those conversations and they have to have meetings in which they include, do we talk about this?
Yeah, it's like reading that, we've been explicitly ignored. There's no way they could have missed us.
Undeniably excluded. Like, without a doubt.
Maybe they're just saving it. Maybe they're going to do an exclusive face interview, an article dedicated to the podcast, and they're just saving it.
Maybe when the director of the Tuxedo directs the Child Kicker movie, we can get into Variety through that. It'd be the perfect transition, a Hollywood connection. Rise together.
It is funny though, this name, like, because the company, there are people at the company who have real jobs and doing like, real analytics, trying to see what's working, looking at the growth. And Face is on those, like with graphs and stuff and like projections. And it's like, why? It's called Face. Of course it's not going to be, of course it can't be huge. What do you want? Read the name.
It's the best part. It's, I think, a fair trade of searchability versus the hilarity of anyone that has to deal with the name of our show or any part of it that is outside of it brings me eternal happiness. It makes me laugh every time. It's great.
Did you see what Nick typed? When the director of the Tuxedo files a restraining order against Andrew, will finally make it in the Variety.
I will say, unfortunately, we wouldn't be the first face in Variety. I was curious, so I looked on their thing. There is one opinion article about something Bill Maher said in like 2011 in which they quote him as saying face. So it wouldn't be the first.
So they're not opposed to writing that.
At least in 2012 they weren't. And they didn't even censor it, like us. Classy individuals we are.
We've done the work for them.
We even bleep it in our own show. Couldn't be classier about it.
I think it's time, Andrew, that you reached out to Variety and see what the hell's going on over there.
Yeah, gotta investigate. I'd love war on all media.
War on all media. Yeah, we talked about that.
We did. We should just write an email where that is the subject line. War on all media.
This name keeps delivering.
It does.
Or preventing deliveries.
We keep fucking ourselves. It's kind of perfect.
I enjoy hearing different takes on the name, like bleep face. Some people say bleep face, some say F face, some say the actual name of the show. Hearing the different takes, I always find interesting. I would like to. I haven't told many people. If you've recommended this podcast in person to somebody, I'd like to know what that story is. The read, like the expression read when telling somebody you should listen to, and then name of show. Am I alone?
No, I was just imagining that scenario. I realized that prevented me from saying anything, but I was just picturing it. No, yeah, that's
you guys both fucking vanished off the face to the point where I thought the law had once again won. I thought I was dealing with another law issue.
No, we were here,
and I was going to get pulled.
I was just in the moment.
Yeah, I was just listening to you, man. You're that interesting.
Well, I would bring up another podcast for a moment. Gavin mentioned on the Rooster Teeth podcast that somebody he knows listened to our Really Broken episode, because it was like there were talks about it being one of our best episodes, so it was their first experience with it. And you brought up so many great points that I didn't even consider, where the first 10 minutes of that episode is us yelling about the law, a thing that we never talk about within the episode itself. You have had to have listened to the previous one to have any context. We never explain what that is. Then it transitions into a visual gag.
Yeah, all the Jack's car stuff, which you can't see. Then it goes into a discussion about the plane window, where we don't explain the original scenario again. It's also a holdover from the week before. And he was like, this is the shittiest podcast. I don't know anything that's happening. I've been listening for half an hour. Nothing's happening. What are you talking about?
It's a mess, and I never even think about that. But it's absolutely fair.
Our quote best podcast is probably the worst introductory podcast you could possibly submit to a friend. Unless you give a cheat sheet.
Also, I think that I don't remember, it was recently, I think in a podcast, I thought perfectly nailed it when you described this podcast as deep lore about nothing. I can't think of another episode that better exemplifies deep lore about nothing than what you just described.
Yeah.
Yes. It's great.
So what was the word that with the definition that they gave a background?
I don't remember. It was like something like it was a group of bees. It meant like, I think the definition was it was like a group of a certain animal type, and they had two different animals listed, and she picked the wrong animal. And they're like, no, the correct answer is bee, it's bees, not geese. And they're like, well, technically you can make the case that geese would also fall under. It's a weird like technicality thing.
Like a murder of crows.
Like, yes, those are great. I love those, what you call specific animal groups. Murder of crows is a good one.
How does that get decided?
I mean, how do we decide any word? We've had this talk before.
What would it be if podcasters were a group like coming towards you? What could you call it?
Just unfortunate. General population. I don't know. Seems like everyone has a podcast.
A general population of podcasters?
A general population.
No, it'd be like is now a group of podcasters are coming out of you, or podcast audiences coming?
Like if all the three of us were coming towards you, what would the flock term be?
It'd be a regulation of podcasters.
Oh, regulation podcaster? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
A regulation. They would be a regulation.
That's what I said. A regulation of podcasters.
Yeah, you're right. I misheard. Nailed it. Podcast levers, Nick says.
We're stupid.
I appreciate you coming up with regulation, Jeff, because I was trying and I just couldn't find it. I did my best. I was looking for it. I thought ad readers were okay, but it's like, but a regulation is such a better natural fit. You found
I wonder if that applies to any other animal.
What do you mean? There's
a regulation.
Oh, you think there's a group of animals called a regulation?
Yeah.
List of animals.
Like a regulation of buffalo
names.
or something.
If it was it obviously doesn't, but if it was going to, what animal do you think it would be?
Ooh.
What's like the most bog standard animal?
I hate that. With the amount of time I've spent with you, my brain said the exact same thing. Internally, I just said that. And I fucking hate, because there's no way that I'm naturally saying that. I've just spent too much time with you. Bog standard. Can I say something I learned recently? Not all pleasantries are alike. You got to be very selective with your pleasantries.
You should talk about that.
That's there are sometimes you go into meetings and pleasantries can be disastrous.
I had a fun meeting with you guys that day. Outside of the context of face, where I do everything a little differently, I show up for every work-related meeting 3 minutes late, so I can avoid pleasantries.
It's a good way to go. It's something I've
different. It is a different animal outside of this podcast. Pleasantries.
It is. Yes, I learned that the hard way.
What did you think of my input in?
Nick says you want me to cut that.
No. Wait, what? Oh, Jeff's thing, not my thing.
Showing up 3 minutes late, so I don't have to do pleasantries.
No, I don't think that's a rude thing.
No, I just pretend to be coming in late from another meeting. They don't know. Also, Nick is like, now they know. Here's the deal, Nick. No, they don't. No one in our company listens to this podcast. The amount of conversations I have to have where I explain the most basic shit about face to people is ludicrous. There's no way I could say anything I wanted to on this podcast, and it wouldn't matter in the context of the people that we work with, because they would never, ever, even on accident, hear it.
I've seen you explain to people at the company like what works about face, and then you'll go into a meeting a month later and explain the thing you were talking about, and they'll be like, "Ooh, what's that?" It's like no one can bring themselves to delve in.
It's just like
it's a lot. It's a deep lore about nothing.
It's the face curse that it's not just the podcast; it extends to conversations and meetings too. Whereas, like, as soon as the meeting about the face thing is over, everybody else from every other department in the company, their brain toilet flushes too, and they're like, "Fucking don't need that."
I have been enjoying the weekly newsletter that's been coming out, the internal one that has to say that anal passage is the top seller of every of the merch store. Because there's everyone at the company just thinking, I don't even want to look up what that could be about.
Dude, I don't want to get too granular into sales and stuff, but let me just say that the face annual anal passage shirt it's nearing 4 figures in sales, which is absolutely ludicrous.
So stupid.
I can't fucking believe it. I can't believe that in like 19 and a half years of selling t-shirts online through various productions, this like anal passage is approaching like top 50 for the history of the company at some point, I think. It's fucking ridiculous.
Wow.
I love it.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That also may
Thank
not
you
be true.
to
It's just going off the
who-
top of my head.
No, that's great. Let's just claim it's true. That's fantastic.
It's like Bow Chicka Bow Wow. Camping is a legitimate strategy. Zombie plan and the caboose shirt and anal passage. Oh, Eric wants to ask a question. Eric, you have a question in the chat.
Yeah, just real quick. Alongside Andrew Panton and Gavin Free, we talked about having Nick like in the background for this stuff. Are we doing that or not?
Yeah, why
Sure.
not?
Why not?
Okay, but I mean, like, is he unmuting and laughing so you guys can hear him, or is he just adding it into post later?
I don't know. That's a
That's
like a laugh
and that's
host?
what, yeah,
like
exactly.
a laugh
That's-
track that he peppers in whenever he feels like
I feel like post is funnier.
Right, so you don't hear it when you record.
Yeah, I see.
Right,
Yeah.
that's why I'm asking, just for clarification, because I feel like we never landed on it. We all just went, that's a good idea.
Let's try it
That's
that
such
way.
an interesting question because we could potentially have a joke that bombs, and then in the episode, Nick's cracking up. That's what I hope. That's what I'm hoping
good.
for now.
Nick
All right.
just said in the chat that he was also confused.
Okay. So episode 140 is going to be the first episode to feature Nick laughing if and when it happens. This could also be just a dog shit episode where Nick isn't tickled by anything. We have no idea, and none of us will know until we listen to the episode when you guys do.
I also like the idea of this happening without us hearing it, because he could be wearing the monkey mask, and I feel like
That's very true.
laughing
That's a
in
very
the
good
mask would be very obvious.
Oh.
And the people listening will be like, he's in the mask, and we'll have no idea.
I
We would
think
have missed
either
it.
way, he shouldn't be near the mic. It should sound like he's in the corner of the room. The first episode just came out where Nick has the laugh track.
I liked it a lot. I listened to it and I liked it. What did you guys think?
I liked it. I think that's a lot of the audience are like, we love it. And there's like another 50% that's like, it's weird, it's distracting. So I don't know what to do. Keep it.
Yeah, it's one of those things too where it's like my informal tracking put it at like 70 positive, 30 negative, or maybe even like 70 positive, 20 negative, 10 like ambivalent. But I don't know. I personally enjoy it.
Nick is so expressive too. Like I even heard not only laughs, but I heard like a gasp or two.
Yeah.
I thought it added quite a lot.
It is sort of a weird, just from a structure perspective, of listening to somebody who's not. I mean, Nick chimes in sometimes, and that's awesome. It's always great when he does, but he's not regularly talking on the show. But you're hearing his reaction to the show. It's like a weird, like, between line of listening to somebody on a podcast who's not actually on the podcast, but like you're listening to someone else listening, almost like a terrace house.
Well, is that just because we can't hear him though? Because then he would be on the podcast, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I think the fact that we can't hear him maybe creates that like layer in my head.
All right, why don't for the next one we have him unmuted so we can hear him and we see if it changes the vibe.
That could be interesting.
That's interesting. I like that. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
And then there's not like 2 layers to this.
Yeah, let's try that. I like that idea a lot. I hope. I don't think it would be a good idea. I always liked Tough Crowd, which is this old Comedy Central show. They would have their audience mic'd in a way that wasn't always positive. So like frequently somebody would tell a joke and it wouldn't land at all, and it would be very awkward in the moment. Like the comedian would have to acknowledge like that they bombed as part of the show, which you don't really get in like talk comedy formats all that much. I don't think we need to go that far, but I'd like to hear Nick laughing. It would be interesting to see how that adjusted maybe how we told stories.
It's the same as as like on the Howard Stern show, you can hear people laughing in the background, or like on YMH. I think it adds a certain texture to the show and kind of fills it out. I do think that our being able to hear it will change our energy a little bit, which will, I think, help.
And it's not like we just wheeled someone in. Nick is here for every recording.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fucking better be.
What if we had a designated laugher who we don't know? They just join the call and then they record their reaction.
Eric doesn't know if this is the episode.
I think it's the episode.
Yeah.
Am I
Andrew
recording?
was just about to say the number
I'm recording.
and stuff.
It's the episode. It is episode 143. Welcome to Face Podcast that is hosted by Jeff Ramsey, Gavin Free, myself. Eric sometimes comes in. You may be hearing Nick laugh. I'm not sure.
I think we're going to hear Nick laugh now, right?
Yeah, this is the first one where Nick's not on mute.
Why didn't you laugh during that, Nick? That wasn't funny enough for It's just going to be anxiety and calling out Nick for not laughing. Or laughing too hard.
How about this? I was thinking about our initials the other day, and the five of us, if you take the first letter from each of our first names, it spells an egg.
Wait.
You were thinking about
Andrew,
it's not you. It's not you.
Andrew, Nick, Eric, Jeff, and Jeff, and
Jeff
egg.
might be the weird guy in this
Yeah.
one. I was sitting around thinking about our initials.
Jeff, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Man. That's what I'm here for.
When you said an egg and you visualized an egg, did you see anything specific, like a logo for it? Did anything pop in your mind? Anyone? Because I had something pop in mine.
How did this not come up in our Dumpty face?
I don't know. That's what I agree.
We're the boys of Dumpty, literally, are an egg.
And we're an egg. Yeah, the boys of Dumpty are an egg.
Maybe this is my weird thing. I see an egg as like the Gap logo, but it's an egg. Like that, but it says an egg. That's just what I saw. That's what I envisioned.
That's not what I see.
If an egg was a store, it would look like the Gap logo in my head. That was my vision. I was curious if you guys had any brand affiliate. So where did you get, first of all, how did you get to our initials being set that way? Were you just like trying to figure out different possibilities, or how did that happen?
I think about that stuff all the time.
Okay.
That's like when the way I came to it is I was thinking about trying to come up with a name for the podcast you and I recorded recently, Andrew.
This is a lot of teasing for a thing that might not be heard by anybody.
It's not a big. It's just like we were recording like a sports fandom thing. It was like a test. I don't know if we'll release it or not. I'm sure we'll release it, but we need to put at least one full episode in before we'll determine if it's releasable or not.
Yes.
But I was just trying to come up with a name, and that's like the first thing I always do. Like I always love
initials.
That like Jeff and Gus and Gavin were always 3G. I always thought that was kind of funny. Like coming up with like clever. So it's like whenever I'm trying to think of a name for something, one of the things I look at is like, what do our initials spell? Like, how could I make something out of that clever? And so I was doing that, and I thought I've never considered that for face. What letters do I have? And then I came up with an egg.
You think about names a lot, and you've named stuff Achievement Hunter and Face.
Listen. I think about names a lot, so I never come up.
Rooster Teeth?
I had nothing to do with Rooster Teeth. Listen. I had nothing to do with the name Rooster Teeth. That's Bernie Burns. I had nothing to do with the name Anma. That's Gustavo Sorolla. I wanted to call it Good Morning Gus, which is a great podcast name. And I stand by Face as a phenomenal podcast name. And I use Achievement Hunter as an example of why I need to think more about naming shit. So I don't name anything else Achievement Hunter again. So yes, I put a lot of thought into naming stuff because I don't want to be saddled with a dipshit name like Achievement Hunter for the rest of my life.
So you guys made a discovery?
Yeah, so when we were all together, we got onto the conversation about, I don't know if we've talked about this much on the podcast, but we have been working this kind of this supplemental idea in the background of us doing like a sports competition thing where we have a tournament and then we declare a winner. It'd be video game based, but we declare a winner. We were trying to figure out what the winner should get. And Andrew, you had an idea that I thought was really brilliant. Your idea was that we put all of our birthplaces on a map, and then we draw equal, lines to where they all intersect, and at that center point, in the middle of all of our birthplaces, wherever that landmass is, we go there and we buy a billboard, or we, rent a billboard, and then we put a congratulations, congratulations, Nick.
You own the tournament.
You won the tournament, right? And then we were thinking it could be funnier if wherever it is, let's say it's Boise, Idaho. Boise's not in Ohio. It's in Boise, Idaho. You go Boise's favorite son, Nick, wins the tournament or whatever, as if he's a local homegrown hero that nobody's ever fucking heard of. And we just put that thing up. Well, we decided to triangulate that point with all of our birthplaces, and we haven't shared that information with you yet, Andrew, because the results were surprising.
No,
I don't think I'm the best person to explain the math behind it from this point on. If Eric or Gavin would rather,
we had to enlist Millie.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Millie helped a lot.
Millie was mostly the one who did this, and was very good at it. We took the cities, took the latitude, longitude of those cities, and found what our equidistant birthplace is. Unfortunately, one of us was born not in North America.
Out of bounds.
Made this incredibly difficult.
Yeah, I'm really
incredibly difficult. So what we ended up doing was taking, I think, all of North America, finding the equidistant point there, and then doing that against Gavin's, right? Is that how we ended?
Yeah.
And then, so we did that, and then found a place. I don't know if we want to say the city yet, in case we end up using this, but we found a place, and it does not have a big population, and there's not a lot going on, and it seems like prime real estate for a billboard for a show that none of the people that live there know exists or listen to.
Let's just say there's a place in Middle America that has a population of about 900 people who has no idea that their favorite son is going to get a billboard in a few months when we do this competition. You've heard us talk about it in the past. We triangulated the center point of the face universe. We did this a couple of months ago. We've teased it, but we've never told you where our data crunchers determined to be we had some supercomputers working on it. Supercomputer named Millie. She had a notebook and a pen, and she did a lot of facts and figures, a lot of checking around. And what we've determined that the center point of the face universe, which is the bounding walls of the face universe, are all of our birthplaces. So Vancouver, Canada. Or Vancouver Island, Canada, dipshit England, wherever, somewhere in Texas, hillbilly dumbass Alabama, and then hey bro, it's San Diego. And if you smush all them together, you get Deputy Indiana.
Speaking of happy, I agree, Jeff. I've also been. I feel very happy recently. I'm excited about all the stuff we have going on. I not to take it to too morbid of a place, but I had a realization that has brought me a lot of joy these last few days. I was talking to Gracie, who is a producer on the show, helps with social clips and stuff. Mm-hmm. They were the voice that said, is this show happening or whatever? A few weeks ago, I saw people confused as to who that voice was, which when I was having technical difficulties.
There was a post in the subreddit that just said, who was that woman?
It's great.
Andrew, did you apply the wax?
I'm working on it.
Oh, he's okay. Never mind. Sorry. I thought he had gotten close. I thought he had come back.
You can still hear us? You can still hear us, Andrew?
Yeah.
Oh, he's messed it up.
Oh, God.
Andrew, what position are you in?
Andrew, give us the play-by-play.
It's on the pubes.
Oh, God. It's point of no return. Point of no return.
Oh, boy.
How do I know when it's done?
Oh, that's an unfortunate phrase.
Yeah, are you getting close to the mic to rip it off or what?
I'll be moving back in a minute.
Okay.
Man, turning Nick's mic on was the best decision we ever made in this podcast. God damn. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Face Podcast. My name is Jeff Ramsey. And with me, as always, a very unemployed Andrew Panton, a very unemployed Gavin Free, a very unemployed Eric Badur, a very unemployed Gracie Flynn, and a very unemployed Nick Short, and a very unemployed Jeff Ramsey. How's everybody doing? This is 198.
Reason for termination, job elimination. I always thought it would be much cooler than that.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be funnier.
I have unlocked an ick that I didn't know existed. And this isn't directed at anybody in particular, but I have learned there is nothing lamer than being laid off from the company you founded. I gotta say, I think that's a distinction that not many people get to claim. I'm gonna wear it.
Is it?
I don't know if I'm gonna wear it as a badge of honor or failure, but it's a badge I gotta wear, I guess. Ugh.
Is it a layoff? Because the company, I wasn't sure about that. Because when I think layoff, I typically think percentage of company. When the company,
100%
exists, I don't know if that is a layoff.
Do you remember when they shut down the Halo 2 servers, but anyone still in a game could just sit in the game?
Yes.
We thought about that. I thought about that yesterday a little bit. It's like,
what if we just start an episode of Face at like 4:59 p.m. on the final day, and we'll be the last people out?
Hey, can I break character for 1 second in this moment?
Absolutely.
I want to say something with sincerity because we're now laughing and we're making jokes. We are making the most of maybe the most painful thing that's happened in some of our lives, and certainly it's up there for me. This is devastating, and this is not a laughing matter. A lot of lives have been affected, and we are heartbroken for them and for ourselves, honestly. And everybody has to figure out what to do and how to pick up the pieces and move on with their lives. But this podcast is a place for fun and irreverence and friendship. And it's my therapy, and it's Gavin's therapy, and it's Andrew's therapy. And the only way I know how to be with you guys is the way we are. And so we're going to do this podcast the way we do this podcast, which is to make fun of our lives and be self-effacing, because that's all we got. So out of character now.
Yeah, I'm dead inside.
I think I was worried that it would just be another round of layoffs and we would somehow survive and still be doing it. I mean, as sad as it is, I am kind of glad that we're all just going out together at the same time.
I can't agree with you more on that. The idea that we are together and in the same boat, and just so the world knows, and anybody who's listening to this podcast together, the 6 people on this podcast right now are in it together.
Hell yeah.
I extended a little beyond my means a little bit. We got a little Rat Man involved.
Boo! Boo!
Let's talk about the things. So I don't even know where to begin with the mishaps that I have encountered, and just the rakes that I've put down to step on at this time. I guess I'll start with the things that you guys know. Ratty Boy, in the works for a long time. Nick just sent thumbnail. We posted on YouTube. So for context, the episode's release on YouTube at 8 a.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Central. And because of
10 a.m. Central.
10 a.m. Central, yeah. But because the episode comes out at that time, and this supplemental piece announcing Ratty Boy came out on the same day, Nick and I had to talk of like, oh, we'll push it 30 minutes after the episode launches, so it's not the same release. A little bit of breathing time, but still around for the YouTube audience. And that is when the all hands meeting was that we learned. So like simultaneously with the announcement of the company closing, we posted a YouTube video called An Announcement, and it's just the face logo with like 6 different question marks.
As the information was sweeping across the company, I got like Spotify and Apple Podcast notifications ping in that just said An Announcement.
Dude, I was only tangentially aware that this was all going on. Andrew, you were kind of working on this,
Yes.
and I don't want to say secrecy, but you were kind of handling it off to the side, and we were all distracted with other things. And so this is all happening. I was just like, what the fuck are we doing? What is, I can't look at it. I can't look at it right now. I got to focus on this. But I still haven't watched that 13-minute video. I don't know what's in it.
Oh,
You haven't seen any of it?
No, I've seen none of it.
It's nothing good. Hey, don't worry. It's nothing bad. It's nothing.
So what happened was,
Holy shit!
when you see an announcement video, your mind always goes to the worst place. And so I thought I need to try to mitigate this. So days prior, I had recorded a little intro because we recorded the bulk of that segment like in December, and we've been waiting to announce this for quite a while and just figuring it out. And it's been in the works for months. So I wanted to record a little piece at the beginning that was like, hey, calm down. Everything is all good. So literally the beginning of that video is me being like, hey, it's an announcement. And actually the announcement is great. Don't worry about it. It's fantastic news. We'll get more into it.
What are the chances? What
the timing.
We never have put out just a blank announcement, surely.
Face is the most face thing in the history of facing.
There's going to be people making their way through each department's announcements, finding our one and being like, what?
So that's...
I guess they don't mind.
Every step of the way of this Ratty Boy reveal was just like the worst timing. And it was a genuine blindside.
And in the grand scheme of the company, what a nothing announcement as well.
Oh, you take that, Ratty Boy, legend. That's a big deal, regardless of the context.
Oh God,
man,
that's funny.
But that's just that's one layer of this. I'm gonna pull up a tweet that I made. I quote tweeted the announcement before saying the biggest deal in entertainment. That also wasn't ideal. We did a tease that the Ratty Boy, I'm just screenshotting it right now. We did a tease on social media that Ratty Boy was coming. And people were like, oh, another Let's Play type thing. So then I tweeted this. I tweeted this the day before, and it just builds. The amount of, as I said before, the rakes I stepped on. I quote tweeted the tease, and I said, as much as you may think you know what's coming, I promise you aren't close. I'm so excited for tomorrow. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Continuing the chain.
I'm just imagining people at Warner Discovery just being like, does he know? Does he know what's coming?
Why is he so pumped about it? So that's that. And Jeff knows this. And maybe, Jeff, I'd love to see the results of this. I forgot I did this. I'm watching an all hands meeting. I'm crying. And then I get a notification on my phone that your DoorDash order had been picked up. The night prior, because we were going to record that day, scheduled for the following day, a burger order from McDonald's for Jeff that had everything removed but salt, and then double salt like we talked about before. So in the midst of just being devastated, I then had to reach out to Jeff and explain salt from McDonald's, I believe, to see if that was a thing.
It arrived. I was too busy at Rooster Teeth saying goodbye to all of the people that I love and care about because I was losing my job. But when I got home, I had a McDonald's package waiting for me. It was such a nice surprise.
Had the salt gone cold by then?
It didn't arrive in the way he thinks it did. Here, hold on. I had the presence of mind to take a picture before I threw it away. Even though I was pretty out of my head yesterday. Let me see. Where did I put it?
What do you mean threw it away? You didn't use the salt?
Yeah. I'll show you. Here's what came. They sent me this image. So plain extra salt, no regular meat, no bun. Right? And here's what I got.
What?
Oh, what the fuck?
What?
They always send the meat. I don't think they're allowed to take the meat out.
I got a hamburger patty and nothing else, audience, if you haven't seen the image yet. It's just a fucking and I didn't get any salt, to my knowledge. Andrew's so quiet because he's angry. He's fuming.
He's on the phone to McDonald's right now.
He is right now. He's calling the ghost of Ray Kroc to complain.
Oh, he left.
All this salt.
No.
I can't
Sorry.
believe it.
having technical difficulties for a moment.
Did you try and print something? Did you print your severance?
And that everyone sounded like I was printing the law, so I had to reboot my audio setup very quickly.
Hello, this is Eric.
That's terrible.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
you want to mute?
Somebody want to tell Eric to mute?
Eric, you're not muted.
Mute. Eric, for God's sake.
First of all, Eric, you're not muted. Second of all, how dare you take a call in the middle of the podcast?
And go, hey, what's up? How's it going? Oh, nothing. Nah, I'm not busy. Busy with what? Nah.
I got all chaos around here. I imagine like, people like coming in behind us or like pulling filing cabinets out of the rooms.
Oh man, thank you, Nick. Jesus Christ. So they once again sent the patty. They refuse to not, even though it's an option, they send the meat every time. Gracie just called Eric a moron. Their chat.
That's the funniest moment of 2024 for me.
Gracie's gloves flew off the second we found out the company was going.
God damn, we're getting unfiltered Gracie now.
Gracie, what do you really think of Eric?
He's not your boss anymore.
Yeah, we know. Eric, you fucking idiot. He just said sorry on the phone with Funhouse. We know. We're aware. Jesus Christ.
I don't know if this is as funny as it feels or if we're all just so fucked up right now. Everything is like our emotions are all over the place. But God, I can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So can I continue with how fucked up, how I fucked everything for everybody?
Yeah.
I've been in the works. You guys don't know about this. I've been planning a little thing with Tony for literally months now. Tony, the genius behind our merch. You may remember not years. I don't know why I said years. Feels like years. This week has felt like years. Months ago, I pitched an idea on the show that I talked about with Tony. And you guys were like, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, like fine. Like there wasn't a lot of, you're like, whatever type feel to it. Where we each would come up with our own products and then have Tony make them or see if they were doable and then proceed with them. And so I did that. It was sort of a reaction by you two. And then some time passed. And then Tony reached out again and said, hey, do you want to proceed with this idea? I know like it didn't seem like a big moment on the show, but is this something you'd like to do? And I said, absolutely. I just need to think of a thing that I think is worth making. Like what is specific to this show? What is something that I'd actually want? And what is like a unique thing to enter into the marketplace with? And I thought about this for a long time. If your idea is what I came up with, I pitched an idea to Tony. I had a realization. My thought was, what is a thing everyone could use? And what is something that is related to us and something that I've never seen before? I don't think this is a product that has ever existed. Let me introduce to you and the audience the one and only, we'll get to that actually. This is the clog tube. I made, my pitch was a plunger where the grown tube is the stick and the bottom part is the plunge. And
oh, God damn.
When do you ever turn a plunger upside down though?
No, when you have the plunger in and you're trying to unclog and you're going up and down, it's making the noise from the force of you pushing up and down on it.
That
as
is
it bounces.
Wow.
Such a brilliant idea.
I would love to hear what that's like with all the water clogging and glugging.
Well,
we get this into Walmart. We could save the company.
Well, where was this idea 3 months ago?
It's been in the works, and we're gonna get to that.
You know, I've never been good at plunging.
Well, now it'll be fun.
This is the fucking most deranged conversation I think we've done in almost 200 episodes. This is fucking wild, guys. What are you doing? This is nuts.
Coming from the guy who was just on the phone in the middle of it.
I didn't have a choice. I'm trying to jump ship.
But here's the problem with all this is this has been in the works. There have been innovations. There's a prototype that exists. We are getting, these were supposed to arrive in May, which I assume is post company death. And there's 500 of them.
No!
So
Wait.
There are 500 clog tubes en route. That
is this why the company went under?
I think it was Ratty Boy. It was the cost acquisition.
You
of Ratty
and
Boy.
Tony in complete secrecy that Gavin and Eric and I don't know about. You in complete secrecy manufactured 500 clog tubes?
We were probably quite profitable before you did that.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard. I don't care. That's awesome.
It was my whole plan was to unveil this when they were available to buy in May. Obviously, things have changed, so it feels worth talking about now. But once again, my fault of trying to plan for the future, and there's just 500 clog tubes that I don't know where they're gonna go. I don't know what'll happen with them, but they exist.
I love that when a company ends, there's always like a department of the parent company that comes in and like takes inventory and audits all the stuff, but they're just gonna find 500 grown plungers.
It doesn't end there either, because I think we've talked about, I don't know if we've revealed this on the show. We also made our own extendable thumbsticks with the idea of people being able to buy them and do them simultaneously while we were doing the challenge. We innovated on the product. Also, I believe arriving in May, and there are 500 of those as well on the way to somewhere.
All right. Well, if anybody really wondered what it was that finally sank Rooster Teeth, I think it should be pretty clear.
The recipe book didn't come out either, did it?
No.
It comes out next month. I think it
How
probably
many of those
will.
have we got?
I don't know.
Probably 500.
I have no clue.
God, that sucks. I hope that comes out. We put so much work into that. Tony put so much work into that.
The amount of stuff that was coming was ridiculous.
Yeah.
The other things that my fault as well. I
also love. We got to keep the audience. Just the fact that you're a contractor too. You like never set foot in the building. You're just doing this entirely part-time from a different country.
This motherfucker is just pulling strings from Canada, and they're just unraveling everything around us.
You know, it's a great thing to do the day that the company announces it dies. Is release a month-long trivia tournament that will air the rest of the month.
To find out who's the smartest of the now dumb unemployed people.
I think it shows we had all this stuff in the works. I feel like we'd finally really hit our stride. We were just firing off all cylinders.
In all seriousness, that's, I mean, this thing is beyond frustrating in a million different ways, but from a creativity standpoint, it's frustrating because I agree, Gav. I really feel like from the moment we filled that whiteboard out in January or December, whatever it was, I just feel like things hit another gear, and we've just been.
We turned Let's Play around.
We did, dude. We did. We didn't even. We did. Yeah.
The good news about the tournament is it's done. Like we filmed everything. There is an end to that, at least.
Does it end after the end of the company?
No, it doesn't. It goes through the end of March, so that'll all be seen.
We get all our does it do's out as well, right?
I assume so. We have an amazing trophy for it as well. You haven't seen this yet, Jeff? Gracie just sent this to me. It arrived. The Ratty Boy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Was going to be our tournament trophy. It's a hunk of cheese. And it says the Ratty Boy on it. And that was
real cheese.
No. But it kind of looks like that shitty, like Kraft single type cheese.
That's
it has
awesome.
We took it out of the box, and I really thought it was a huge piece, like real fucking cheese that somebody glued to this thing. And I just went, what are we making? What are we doing? But no, it's fake, apparently.
Well, to that end, can I just say, Andrew, just since you've been admitting to having so much stuff going on in the background that we weren't aware of that is just so impressive. I was in the slow process of pranking you. I'd been working on it for a while, and I haven't done it yet. I was still putting it all together, and I wasn't in a hurry. But I guess I'm still gonna get you, you motherfucker.
Okay. You go ahead.
You'll just see it coming now at some point. I don't know. It probably won't be while you work at Rooster Teeth, though.
Can I say the one positive that I've taken from what has happened this past week? The one joy I have found is an ongoing bit in the show that has haunted me is having to eat the pencil. And the pencil trial that was so poorly received. There was discussions internally about having to make a statement about it, not realizing what people were upset about. That's something I've carried for a long time. Just the fact that I was really led the way on what is the least well-received bit that this show ever had. And I can now sleep better at night knowing that that is no longer the case, because Warner fucking hated that you're not going to know when 196 arrives bit. They were not a fan at all of that one. We released that, and hours later, the outrage of not knowing of when 196 would happen. So I'm going to take 90% of the responsibility, but I also feel like that bit did damage clearly. I think it's an undeniable connection.
I'll take the hit on that. That one was my idea. I'll take the 10% hit on releasing the 196 out of sequence.
Well, while you take the 10% hit, can I interest you in a 10% discount on sticks or a clog tube? Because we got something to move.
that in all seriousness, that is something that I guess we'll have to address and figure out with the company, what to do with merchandise that is already been paid for and is already en route. You know, it's probably some of that stuff's probably on a very, very slow moving boat from China right now. It's gonna
hoping
it was like, hey, we get to go to America. We're gonna go live a life in America. It's gonna be so cool when we get there. And they get there and it's like, yeah, it's fuck. Shut it down. We're not. Send it back. We're not interested.
Where is over. I would love, and I don't know. We'll see the possibility of this. I would love to somehow personally maintain control of Ratty Boy, but if I don't, it is hilarious to me that Ratty Boy is a Warner Brothers entity.
It's terrible. You know the one that popped into my head that I thought that kind of hurt.
What?
I thought like we can talk about at some point like what the future looks like for us. We don't know, but we've got some ideas, and I think we can speak in some vagaries that'll be at least encouraging to the audience. But I realized if you know, it's entirely possible that in the future we're doing this, but we don't have access to the previous IP. We might lose Gerpler. I love the fucking Gerpler. I don't want to say goodbye to the Gerpler.
We might have to say goodbye to. We might lose Ian.
No.
Oh, you can't lose it. Ian was from 4th grade in my 4th grade class. You can't take Ian. I don't know if are you familiar with like the popsicle story with like Frank Epperson, the guy that patented the popsicle?
Clearly not.
Like the creator of it. So the guy that made the popsicle, he would get this like drink mix, and he invented the popsicle as a kid because he got called in at night when he was drinking it on his front doorstep. And then he left it overnight and it was frozen and was like the first popsicle, essentially. It became a thing that the family made like every winter. And then eventually he got sued by another guy for ice cream, for like claiming that the popsicle fell under the patent of ice cream that the other guy had. And Frank Epperson was like, fuck you. I invented this as a kid on my porch. Like, what are you talking? That's how I feel about Ian. I'm taking Ian. Ian was in Mr. Hurd's 4th grade class. They cannot have Ian. I refuse. That doesn't just, they don't get it.
The Warner lawyers just dealing with the lawyers of your old school.
Yeah. The Warner lawyer's like, well, I mean, he seems pretty serious about it, so I guess we better let it go.
They don't want to tangle with the Franknay Firebirds, okay? There's some heat coming for them if they tried to take Mr. Hurd's drawing class. Yeah, that's wild. It is wild week.
Hello and welcome to another episode, the final episode of the Face Podcast. My name is Jeff Ramsey. With me, as always, Andrew Panton, Gavin Free, Gracie, Nick, and Eric as well. This is episode 206. This will go down in history as our 205th episode. How's everybody doing?
You know what? I'm glad that you brought that up. Sorry, Gavin. Go ahead. You say your thing because I think you're going to say good.
I said pretty, and then now I'm going to say good. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome. Glad you're pretty good, man.
Well, you didn't
I was worried about you. Well,
Jeff asked.
I was just trying to get credit for a thing I didn't do. I don't know why you have to call me out like that. It was very rude of you. I got some stuff, I guess, to unpack. This is the end. I gave some of it last episode. I've had this has been, I mean, obviously a difficult time for all of us for a variety of reasons. I maybe have uniquely suffered in a way that I have not shared with anyone here. Do you guys remember episode 196? Remember that a long time ago? We're gonna do that whole thing.
Oh yeah.
And do you remember how I got a Herman Miller chair as part of, gonna do things for it? I planned on sitting in my Herman Miller for the first time during 196 because we had this whole thing planned. And while you were all uncomfortable, I would be very comfortable. But then 196 got canceled, and then the company died. So I am still using my shitty chair and have yet to touch my Herman Miller, which I've had for months now.
Is it still in the box?
It's ridiculous.
No,
ridiculous.
It's just loose in the other room, and I haven't been using it. And it is, my back. I hate this stump, this shit stool.
Can you change it right now? Can you go over?
No,
and change
because it doesn't make sense. Because we're close. This is the last one.
He's right.
So so be comfortable for the end.
No, I'll be comfortable on the new thing.
We're going to start Herman Miller on the new one?
I think so. I think I might.
Should we try to release episode 196 in the new thing then?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's prioritize that so that Andrew can sit in his chair sooner than later.
Then we'll have the opposite problem when it'll be like, welcome to episode 12, the 11th podcast of our thing. Or the 13th,
welcome to episode 12, our 13th podcast.
Yeah. That's fine. That feels very us.
Feels 100% us.
Or we just slot it in after episode 195.
That could also
that's also great. That's also great. That should be reassuring to the audience because that's us telling the audience, listen, we plan on this one going at least 195 episodes.
That would be the goal.
Yeah.
Should we start a new podcast every 206, aka 205 episodes?
No. Okay. No.
Please. I fucking quit if that's
I'm ready to reveal my long-awaited Easter egg. 8 months. This is 8 months old. It has been discovered. How many plays does it have? 8 times by people that I guess just didn't know what it is. The day we recorded our Potato Facts episode, there was a time. I think we're making fun of you, Jeff, for having a million other podcasts.
Yeah.
There's something about that. And I think Eric said, "What's the name of your podcast?" to me, and I said that it would be called "The First Permanent Potato Patches on U.S. Soil Were Established in 1719 here in Lunenburg, New Hampshire." I read the fact again. People assumed that was a joke. I later that day made a podcast episode called that and uploaded it to, that's the wrong, I'm on the wrong computer. Yep, that was, going out the way I started with the wrong links. I'm using 2 computers. So that fact was taken from a giant list of facts about potatoes, and I recorded myself reading that list and giving just general potato musings. It's been around for 8 months, waiting to be found. So you get a little bonus potato podcast on your way out for the people to enjoy.
It's 15 minutes long.
I thought about making several, but I just thought one's enough. And I waited, hoping that someone would look into it, because I do say my podcast is, and then gave the name, but was never discovered.
The first potato patch on US. This is the description. We're established in Londonderry, New Hampshire by Scottish Irish immigrants. Please subscribe.
I don't think I got any subscribers, unfortunately, but I've just been sitting on that for a while waiting.
That's fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Hopefully people like it. Hopefully people enjoy their potato facts.
Have you had any interest from advertisers?
No, I haven't. It turns out of the 8 people that have listened to it, none of them were interested or were advertisers.
How did 8 people find this?
I don't know, but it's been 8 months. It's been out for 8 months at this point. So one a month it gets, I guess, is the average.
Are you sure that's not just you checking on it once a month?
No, because I made that announcement that I still had this, like that I had an Easter egg in the wild, and I hadn't thought about it for 5 months at that point, and I had to, so I wasn't checking. I've checked on it probably 3 times. So that is that. I'm trying to think, do I have anything else? I told the Gavin Slack thing. Did the store. I think that's it. Do you guys have anything?
I do. I have some cleaning house type things. I have 2 things. One, I've been trying to be reflective of the last couple years. I mean, it's weird, right? Because we're continuing. We're gonna continue doing, like, we're just gonna get together next Thursday and record the next podcast. It'll just be called something different. So really nothing is gonna change other than some branding. But it still is like the end of a thing, and I've wanted to certainly like the end of an era. Maybe like this is the first tome of because we've already gone through all the chapters and fucking all that nonsense. And I was thinking about like moments that stood out to me and just like crazy coincidences or things that just made me feel like the universe was telling me that we were doing something that I should continue to invest everything into, like that something special or that it mattered or that I should pay attention because what we were doing was honestly something important, at least to me. And we've talked about this a lot in the past, especially for like the first 2 years, doing this podcast kept me sane. It was my therapy.
Yes.
And I think it was for y'all as well.
Absolutely.
Because we were all navigating a lot of different challenges in our lives, some pandemic related, but also a lot that had nothing to do with it. And so it's been an important foundation in who I am now. And it is also like helped my friendship with Eric and Nick grow and brought Gracie into all of our lives. And it has only strengthened the triangle that is Gavin, Jeff, and Andrew in the most unexpected and wonderful ways. And so I was trying to think back of just like 1 or 2 moments that just really stood out to me. And the one that really comes to mind, and it's not a crazy moment, but when Emily and I went to surprise y'all, and we went to Key West, like in the July 4th weekend, we went and showed up on the camera, and everybody noticed us in 3 seconds, and it was awesome and gratifying. And it was wild because we were Sloppy Joe's Bingo already existed on that, but when we turned the corner and saw the hot dog man selling hot dogs. And he was also selling merchandise that said, "Hey, face." Like he was selling the T-shirts that say, "Hey, face," and he was selling the apron that says, "Hey, face," and it had nothing to do with us. It looked like a North Face logo that was like rebranded. It was like his kitsch that he was doing alongside of hot dogs. And I was just standing there thinking, out of all the places on the planet Earth for a man to sell hot dogs and "Hey, face" merchandise, it's around the corner from the place that I didn't know existed 4 months ago, that my fiance at the time, wife now, and I decided on a whim to fly across America to go visit in person, just to stand under a camera to hopefully entertain some members of our podcast community. And I get to turn the corner, and right there is the universe saying, "Hey, face. This is something." It felt like such a moment in my life where I thought we can't ever stop this, what we're doing. This is the universe like gently telling me constantly in little ways, "Hey, you're on the right path. Keep doing it." Which is why we're not going to fucking stop doing face. We're going to call it something else, but what we're doing is never going to stop. And I just wondered if you guys have. I've been trying to vamp this a little bit to give you guys time to think if anything like that pops up.
I do love that though. That just being told by the universe that all your energy is going in the right direction.
100%.
Nice feeling.
Yeah, and I really felt it in that moment.
Yeah, I don't know. I had so much fun. I was so worried about screwing up the show when we started that it was this weird section I remember of like probably, I don't know when it stopped being stressful to make, but it did happen. It was probably like 140-ish, I would assume. But I just remember when us starting, like I'd have so much fun as soon as we were done, but just thinking like, I can't wait for me to do 100 of these. So it doesn't feel like a thing. And then getting to that point of it's just been the most ridiculous playground in the best way of, as you said, like difficult years, but just knowing that there was this space that we would get to make each other laugh. Invaluable. So appreciated. I don't have, but I never turned a corner and saw a hot dog man that said, "Hey, face" on it. Yeah. I wish I had something so obnoxiously on the nose, but I don't. I'm trying to.
The moment that I had to call Gavin and tell him that I got Wilford Brimley confused with the other dude, and that the whole world was going to find out how, like, it was going to hear how dumb I was, and being happy, embarrassed, but also happy that everybody on Earth got to, that was going to hear how fucking stupid I am. That was a particularly good moment too, because I felt safe. I felt like it's okay. They're gonna get it. It's gonna be fine, and it's gonna be too entertaining not to cut.
I remember having a really nice moment when this was like at the end of 2020, when like a bunch of, I don't know, it was like a shit time. I remember just being bummed out quite a lot, and I think it was during the recording, Andrew, where you were just talking about how every time you come to Austin, you roll an ankle. And I was just pissing. I was pissing myself. And I remember laughing so much and tears were streaming down my face. I have not laughed this hard in years, probably. And I just remember thinking that was a nice moment.
Every time I was miserable, absolutely miserable physically due to being in Austin. When you guys flew me out to do the raid, I got so fucking sick on the second day. I'm coughing. You guys had to get me cough medicine to record the Battlefront Let's Play, and it was just, it was a mess every time. I couldn't make it to Austin without dying in some capacity. Rolling ankles. One year at RTX, literally everybody got the flu, and it's just a mess. I would go to RTX. I'd spend like 14 days as my RTX trip because I knew the first 7 I would be dead in some way. And so I needed time to be there when I wasn't sick or hurt.
The story of your journey was always the best fucking thing to listen to, though. It was always so complicated and harder than it needed to be, and it took longer, and it was convoluted, and there was like 7 missteps, and you ended up at the behest of strangers multiple times. It was always a wild adventure.
You guys, I don't know if you've come to terms with this. You guys are going to need to wax your assholes again, and it's your fault.
Oh, for
when
God's sake.
We're doing that, I pitched that we should make the thing green so we could just put whatever we wanted as the backdrop. But no, you had to have the name of the show on it, which is no longer our show. We can't use those inserts anymore. We're going to need new inserts.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
As long as my good friends Nick and Eric will join me in the act, I'll do it again.
Absolutely.
No.
What do you mean, no?
What do you mean you want us to do? I'm not going to do that. You guys
We're
are
gonna do it.
dumb.
We're going to do it twice. All you have to do it is once. Nick's going to do it.
Yeah,
Nick's
I'm going to do it
guy.
I'm going to do it 0 times.
Nick's going to do it once. Nick's in on this. Don't listen to Eric.
You have to lay down to do it. And I'm a stand-up guy.
Are you not working on the next thing, Eric?
I'm definitely working on the next thing. I'm not doing this for it.
Huh.
I bet he is. Hey, it's all a negotiation. We'll figure it out. We got nothing but time.
Everyone has a price.
That's right. Everybody does.
It brought me so much joy realizing that we can't use those anymore. Those videos. And we'll have to do it again.
I'm just hearing about this and thinking about it for the first time in this moment, and it's kind of funny. Yeah.
You know what I've just realized?
What?
This is the last recording where Eric's my boss.
It's true. Right now, I am Gavin's boss, technically, yes.
All right, should we do my review?
Yeah, do you want to do your review? This is what I had planned for it. Okay. So I wanted to go out before the company shut down and everything. I wanted to take Gavin out to dinner and then do his formal review and just sort of talk about. So this is how I would go. Gavin, thanks for joining me. This has been
anytime.
Great. I really respect our working relationship and everything. How have you been feeling? Let's pretend like the company isn't going under or whatever. This is a situation where we're at. How are you feeling with, how things are going, where you're at, and where you want to be right now?
Phenomenal. I think the podcast there's no end in sight. I think we could just keep doing this. It's fun every week. and I don't see it going away anytime soon.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's so good to hear. I'm really glad because I think your contribution. Oh, thank you so much. That's me getting a steak. We ordered steaks and they just set it down in front of me.
What kind of cut did you get?
I got the perfect 10, which is just like a big like cowboy style steak, and it's like it's like they put butter on it. It's like a compote. I'm fucking stoked. So thank you so much, Gavin. I'm so glad.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. One sec. One sec. Sorry, I ordered the peppercorn sauce. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
Good call.
I'm glad you got what you wanted, and that's what I'm hoping to provide you here.
I always forget the sauce here.
It's crazy. It's great, but it's service what you get what you pay for, right? So just sort of looking at where we're at, our reach, and what we're doing, just over the last year and going into this year, what I want to say is please don't go, please don't go, please don't go, please don't go. Can you stay? Please stay, please stay, please don't go, please don't go. You're our only hope. Can you please stay? Please stay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is that gonna work for you?
Hey, that's every performance review I ever gave for 21 years.
And it did sound like that because
I learned from the best.
Because I think, Jeff, over the 8 or 9 years I worked under you, we only had one performance review, and then afterwards you were like, "That was dumb. Why did we do that?"
Every day was a performance review.
Are you my boss as well, Eric? Technically,
no.
I think you're
no.
Who's my boss then?
Sarah, technically,
but I only do. That doesn't make sense.
You're also a contractor. Also, Gracie in the chat just said me. So Gracie's your boss.
Hey, Gracie's my boss.
Wow.
Gracie, how do you do these last 3 years?
Oh my god.
Oh, you got a happy face.
Big happy face. I like that.
Yeah, that's how he did.
That's great.
Because y'all know I've been here 3 years. So.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent work,
for
Andrew.
sure. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I wish I knew. I genuinely don't know who I'm supposed to report to. I thought it was you, Eric.
Nope.
Whatever.
I mean, what reporting are you doing?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Whatever reporting he was doing, he wasn't doing it, apparently.
I feel like I should report to someone, and I never know who to report to.
I think we all get to report to the unemployment line tomorrow, right?
That's true. I think I'm going to still get paid. I feel like my trajectory with Rooster Teeth is Milton from Office Space, and that I have been in the basement the whole time, and I'm here, but nobody realizes it.
Oh, that'd be awesome. And then you burn the place down.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to have a performance review. That's too bad. I guess I could have a Gracie.
I'm trying to think if I ever reported anything to Eric. I don't think so.
Reported what?
That's what I'm saying.
Are you my boss, Eric?
No. The only people that I was going to be in charge of was you, and they're like, and Gus? And I went, that doesn't make any sense. And they went, okay, yeah, not Gus. In what world? It was just people that it felt like no one else wanted to like have to deal with.
Yeah. Well, no, time out for a second. I didn't start doing Let's Play until October is when we did that.
Yeah.
Who was my boss before that? Did I have one?
No, I mean, it was probably Sarah or Stab.
Yeah, probably.
Also, you keep saying boss, like you're a contractor.
Yeah.
We just pay you for services rendered, bud.
I don't know how any of this works.
Hey, clearly.
Well, now, Andrew, you're a partner.
Hell yeah.
Whatever that means.
Did you ever get reimbursed for the bog?
What bog?
The
pink
potty
one that you bought.
No, I never assumed I would. Why would I?
It was for the company.
We got to secure that thing soon.
You do. And if we don't, we need to put an air tag in it just to see where it goes.
No, I think we still need it for stuff. So
I would like to have it. I'm just saying if that's not a reality, we at least need an air tag on it.
We just kept saying, I think 3 times that we're going to get it and we're going to take it. And you kept going, well, put an air tag in it. I don't know why. We will have it.
We will get it.
Well, it's huge. It's big. I don't know where we're going to store it. Jeff didn't have room for me to send him waffle makers. All of a sudden, he's going to have a fucking porta potty.
We've already secured a location.
You understand Jeff's situation. Like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Wow, oh, my God.
I'm talking about Jeff and his inability to have a porta potty.
First off, I already had the porta potty here.
You almost sold it.
We've secured. No, I refused. I almost refused to accept it. We've for 2 fucking weeks. I dodged that guy. We've secured a location for it. We've got a place to keep it safe and sound.
Okay,
we're good.
Is it what we talked about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, wait, why don't I know? Wait, why don't I know that? I feel like if anyone should know,
I gotta be honest with you. You probably do know. You were probably in the conversation, but you were fucking around and not paying attention.
I know. I listen. I lock in when it's serious, when it's business stuff, porta potty stuff.
Are you locked in right now?
I'm locked in right now. Yeah. At less of a lock than I would be for a serious work thing, but I'm locked.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like a lock that you could kick through. I'm not the most secure. I'm not a vault. When I'm in work mode, like serious work mode, I'm a vault. This is like a padlock.
Okay.
I'm padlocked in. It's crazy to think that this is the end. Like, obviously we've known for a long time, but not, the end in the sense of this will be nothing to the audience. We're going to be on a different feed on Wednesday. Everything will be the same.
I mean, it doesn't feel like a ton for us either. Like, we're just going to keep going.
I don't know. It feels like an end to me. I think because of the company more so closing, not necessarily because like all of the closest friendships I have are connected through the company. It's crazy that will cease to exist. It's weird to think that the thing that like meant so much to me, that somebody who was my age when I found it just will not have that opportunity to find and have a similar journey. At least for that. I mean, we're building a new exciting thing. Yeah.
I was saying on the Rooster Teeth podcast that it really is, I don't know, because I've grown up doing this really, but it is so such an amazing feeling to have a platform where you can make people laugh. Like when people say that they spat out their drink at something I said, I just can't beat that feeling. I think it's the reason I don't ever want to stop doing this.
Mm-hmm.
It might be the best feeling in the world.
It's really, it's an incredible feeling. Especially to get to do it with people you love making stuff with. Like it is so rewarding personally and touching to know that we have a platform in which allows us to connect with people and bring laughter to their day, as well as just being able to bring laughter to people's days that I know and have a different relationship with. It's awesome. It's the best of both scenarios.
This is Kelly's last edit then, is it?
It is, yeah.
Oh,
that sucks. Ugh.
Shout out to Kelly.
Shout out to Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly.
Did an absolutely
Amazing.
Tremendous job every fucking week in, week out.
Amazing editor, and I think something that has added so much to our show that we've been lucky that so many of the people that have hands in it care about it and enjoy it. And I think that when you have that, it shows in the work.
And get it as well,
Yes.
because humor is subjective. And one of the things that I've learned over the last, however many 150 years of doing this is that an editor can absolutely make or break a production. And the fact that Kelly 100% gets what we're doing and then is able to enhance it with her talents and abilities is fucking amazing.
We should probably say where people could go to find information about the next thing we'll do, which I would say is all of our personal socials.
Yeah, I would say that our personal social media, for me, that's at Eric Badur on all social media. That'll be a place where you can stay updated on what we're doing next. If you guys want to call out your personal socials where people can find more information.
I'm on Instagram at Jeff L. Ramsey and TikTok at Jeff's Daily Rip. I'll communicate both through both of those. Here's the thing, though. Next week on a Wednesday, when Face is supposed to come out, and you're like, fuck, where's Face? It's over. It's not. It's coming out. It's a new thing. Just go to our socials, and we'll tell you where it is, and there will be a new thing, and you'll go, oh fuck, we didn't skip a beat. It's just like nothing ever stopped.
There will be a regulation episode out, just like you normally would have every Wednesday.
Yes. And every Wednesday going forward until we can't make this any longer.
I'm so excited to build that thing with all of you and our amazing community.
Does anyone else want to say their social medias so that way people know?
I'm at Andrew Panton, and I'm not at Rooster Teeth, so don't go there because I will not be posting there any updates.
Gavin Free. Wasn't a joke, Nick. That's my name.
That's the way you said it.
I can't think of a more poignant way than to wrap up the last 265 episodes than all disinterestedly sharing our socials.
Wait, Gavin, say your name again. 1 second. Say it.
It's
say
Gavin
it
Free.
Now it's a joke.
So is this the last episode that Eric will want us to end?
No.
Or will you
What are you
keep up
talking
that
about?
shtick
No.
next time?
Shit,
He's still the producer. He's still producing.
Yeah, I need it to end. I have other things to do. There's a bunch of other shit.
What other things are you going to have to do?
I have people messaging me right now that are working for this current company saying, "Hey, I need you to call me ASAP."
Oh.
Right, but what will they be? You won't have that next time.
No, but I'll be working with
thing.
I'll be working with different companies and different people to try to get us different opportunities and more things so that way we can continue to do this. The growth doesn't end. As much as you all want to disinterestingly give your social media so we can sort of market this, which is something we failed to do for the last 2 years, it's
2
something that needs to happen.
We've never had marketing for this show.
Yeah.
Ever.
I agree.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I agree.
Can't
So
even get in a
less-
fucking Variety article.
Is that where we should announce our new name?
Yeah. Find us in Variety.
Variety's nuts.
Fuck, dude. That really did piss me off. The most successful fucking thing the company had going for it. It got omitted. Oh my God. Story of my fucking life, dude. Clamoring for a little bit of respect for all the fucking hard work we're doing.
I heard rumors that if this doesn't go well, Jeff's going to have to go back to Machinima. So please.
Please.
Oh, God.
For the
No.
love of God.
No.
Don't make me bob heads.
Eric, I think like Warner, you should take this thing out back and just put a bullet in it.
Dude,
This
no.
episode's
Yeah,
done.
Two between the eyes.
Oh, do we have a bullet sound? Should we just end on a gunshot?
No, let's end like silence. Sopranos.
Was that someone's mouth?
Yeah, that was me. That's the closest I got.
We should take real firing squad execution videos and put that sound over them.
No, we shouldn't.
What do you mean no? It's such a tasteful idea.
No,
But Lee,
All right. Well,
man.
find us. Okay, find us next week
Sorry,
for a
Grayson.
new episode. Very excited to continue this with you guys. Very excited for the fans who want to support us that can support us directly and help us grow and make the show the way that we want to make it. So that way you're getting the best version of it. I think that'll do it.
yeah. I just processed Gavin wanted to end this episode with an execution firing squad, and then it would go into me crying about how much the community has meant to us.
I mean, that feels pretty par for the course. Oh, goddamn. I do want to say, though, before we do transition into Andrew crying, I do want to say that I do think, we've joked around about it. We've hemmed and hawed, but the future of what we're doing, I think, is very bright. And I want you, the audience, to know that we are all very excited about it. We're very invested in it. I am excited. I've spent 21 years building shit like this, and I'm so fucking excited to be able to start over again and build it with the small, dedicated core of incredibly stupid people that is gonna take this thing going forward. And I hope we've done a good job, and I know we haven't because we don't do a good job of much, but of conveying to y'all that not only is this not slowing down or stopping, it's going to speed up and we're going to be bigger and better. It's going to take some time, and a lot of it is going to depend on you because we are now in your hands, and that's okay. We're very comfortable. I think we've built a great relationship between the audience and the Regulation crew, and I'm very excited to go forward with you guys on this new thing, and I really, really, really hope you'll tune in, and more so, I hope you'll tell people about it because we're entering into uncharted territory. There's no safety net going forward, and we really need to fucking nail it. And so it's going to take your help. But if you support us, we're going to do our goddamnedest to make you laugh along the way. Hello and welcome to Hello and welcome to the first What?
I mean, don't swear right at the gate. I mean, that doesn't help us.
Oh, wait, no.
Mickey.
Dumb.
No, shut up. If you swear at the beginning, it hurts us algorithmically, and I need you to know that it hurts us algorithmically. There's no company, Andrew. It hurts us. We are the ones who are hurt by this.
We're like that dude in the Da Vinci Code who hits himself in the back with the rope ball because he loves to practice self-flagellation. You know what I mean?
The thing is,
how do you flagellate?
You hit yourself in the back with a ball.
Oh.
Yeah. Duh. I thought I explained it right out the gate.
I guess I've been flagellated a lot, but by other people.
Well, that's you. Yeah, you've been other people flagellated, not self-flagellated.
Got it. What are we doing, Jeff?
Should we start it?
Yeah.
Hello? God. Hello and welcome to the inaugural episode of the Regulation Podcast. This is episode number 1. My name is Jeff Ramsey. With me, as always, Andrew Panton, Gavin Free, Nick Schwartz, and Eric Badur.
Was all that other stuff cut?
I don't know.
What happened to the other stuff?
That's an editor thing.
Oh, well, it's just...
Definitely call attention to it in case it was cut, though.
Well, I am, because it's important, because this is a new show, technically. And we only get one opportunity, the first person to say certain things. Like you just said Da Vinci. That's a great word. You're the first use of Da Vinci on the show. I was trying to plant the shit flag.
Backflip China shop.
China shop's good. I don't think I would ever got the China shop, though.
I don't think anyone said China shop in 206/205 episodes of Fuckface.
I would love to know if anybody said backflip, China shop, or Da Vinci in the last 206 episodes.
Backflip had to have come up.
Probably. How many times, though?
At least twice, I would say.
I'll be honest. I was very tempted to call a blindside 16 seconds into this recording, but Andrew went in so heavy with the bups that I felt like that would have been too much.
I don't believe you because you never played your blindside last time. This will be the first blindside you've used.
Well, I was going to play it just now, you fool. Are we resetting all the blindsides?
Well, now that's a question. Are we resetting all the rules in general? Do we have blindsides? That was a fuckface thing. This is regulation. Does it carry over?
We should say to first-time listeners, first-time discoverers of this podcast, we did 205 episodes of a previous podcast.
Yeah, we made it to episode 206, but we recorded 205.
Right.
And then we all lost our jobs. So now we're doing it again with a different name.
And the listeners, the regulation listeners have been, well, I guess the comment leavers have been asking very important questions. Does their comment leaver status get reset? And I think it does.
I do too.
I think if you haven't left a comment yet on Regulation Podcast, you can retain regulation listener status for as long as you want.
Now, here's the thing. We are five-way business owners here, so we all get a vote. I vote that they are still comment leavers.
Ooh.
I say status remains. So we have 2 for reset, 1 for remain.
Yeah, I still vote that it's a fresh slate.
Yeah, I think it's a reset. I think
that's a 3. Everything. And Nick said I think so as well. So it's 4-1 majority rules.
That's fine. I got no problem. All right, congratulations, everyone who is literally all of you right now, as of this recording. You are all regulation listeners.
But I would say there is something to be said for people who blow it in the comments of the first episode. If you want to trade in immediately for comment leaver, I think that's honorable.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
I wonder who, I don't even know how we would determine it, but I wonder who the very first comment leaver will be.
Hobby.
Okay, that's a very,
if you
very,
don't get that joke,
very, very old reference from like 2 companies ago at this point.
I don't even know if we can say hobby. That might be Warner IP at this point. We can't make that joke.
Hey, I wanted to do something a little special because this is an inaugural episode. So I've been working on something in the background, something I kind of teased in the past. I proposed as an idea. I won't say how long ago, but somewhere in the last 205 episodes. And I would like, I think I should just give it to you guys and let you all like sync up and play it yourselves. But I prepared a little file that I think I think you guys might be interested in.
You got a clip?
I got a clip. Yeah, it's an audio file.
I'm waiting for a dong file.
It's not a dong file. Let me find it.
As a quick aside.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy Sunshine Day. .wav.
This is a 20 megabyte file that is less than a minute.
55 seconds long.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit play in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, come on, dude.
No.
Come on. Oh, it's so loud, too. Oh,
you know why it's loud? Because it sounds like a waterfall. It works.
Hang on. It sounds like a water feature.
Eric yells at me for saying shit at the first 30 seconds of the show, and Jeff is just sharing 55 seconds of piss.
Yeah, but algorithmically, that's not going to get picked up
I don't
on, you know what
care.
I mean?
You don't think the AI is listening out for piss?
No.
I want to talk about something exciting that happened. We're recording this on Thursday before our Patreon has started. We haven't even shared our new logo yet, but we have debuted it because I've been doing some Sloppy Joe streaming. I've been streaming the feed, and we had 2 amazing members of our community, the twins, we love dearly, has done so much. Went down to Sloppy Joe's and unveiled our logo, and people don't even know it's an official reveal yet. I'm so excited to be able to share this on social media of them. It was so funny seeing them like covertly walk into the frame of the camera and then just reveal the signs of people in the chat freaking out. There's some Twitch clips of it that are so good.
God bless them.
Oh, that's great.
They are.
Yeah, it was so cool.
They are just the most wonderful people.
They are so unbelievably wonderful and supportive, and it was a ridiculous idea I had, and then learning that they were in Florida, they were so game to do it. I'm so happy that they're able to pull it off, and it was just awesome.
That's one step above comment lever, I think, is logo revealer.
Logo revealer. Yeah,
there's not a lot of people that can do that.
You don't get to do it very often. It's a very coveted position. They're the only.
We should make a shirt and sell 2 of them.
Just give it to them. They're the only ones that have it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even get to wear it.
Should we also mention that the Regulation podcast, like who created the logo for us? I think there's some wonderful lineage there as well.
Yeah. Do you want to expand on that?
Yeah, sure. Michelle from Rooster Teeth, who designed the original fuckface logo, we hired her post Rooster Teeth to design the Regulation logo, and I think she did a phenomenal job.
So good. I love our logo.
Yeah.
And we have multiple variations of it. It's awesome.
Yeah, it rules. So can I ask some questions about like the rules of how everything works in this new podcast?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, please do.
Sure.
Do we still bleep fuckface?
No.
I don't think so. I don't
Yeah.
think we can because I mean, you know, we're going back and forth and figuring stuff out. We don't own it. So I don't know that the bleep you know what I mean?
Oh, we don't own even the bleep.
I don't think we do.
I think we can bleep and we can say face, but I don't know that we can bleep and then say face back to back quickly. But fuckface, you can say that all day long.
Yeah.
But what if I personally bleep it? Like with a
I mean, that's you. You're taking on your own express liability. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm now like our lawyer won't help me out.
Yeah. I mean, this doesn't.
I mean, are you bleeping it in your home or are you bleeping it publicly in some sort of mass way? Because you can bleep whatever you want in the sanctity of your own home.
What do you mean bleeping it publicly?
Like, are you bleeping it in a video that people are going to see or hear? Or are you just doing it for yourself in your own home?
I have no idea. I don't understand the question. You mean, like, am I recording the bleep?
Are you distributing the bleep?
What does that mean?
Where's the bleep coming from?
It's just coming from my mixer. Bleep.
Sure.
Does anybody else hear it or just you?
Well, I assume it's on my WAV file.
We'll find out.
Maybe not. Well, I just did it that one time to ask the question. I haven't been bleeping the whole time.
I see.
You can hear it?
I didn't.
No.
You heard that?
Nope.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Nobody heard
so
it. That's
you're
why
just
nobody
doing it
knows
for
what
you
you're
then?
fucking talking about.
Well, I'm not
So you're
actually
just
doing it for
doing
me.
it
I just
for
did
you.
it when I did it to ask the question. I have another question about the old thing.
Okay.
Andrew, do you think the name Piss Boy and like eating the pencil will follow you over to this podcast?
I don't think that's for me to decide. I don't think I get a vote in that, considering I didn't get a vote in that on the last run. So I know. I don't assume I get to make that choice.
I have a feeling it was for Gavin to decide, and he just did.
Oh shit.
I think I will say that somebody played audio of them peeing for like 2 minutes on this show.
55
Wow,
seconds.
What a great point. Wow.
Well, I mean, we already knew that Jeff has been recording pisses. We found out on Does It Do?
Yeah.
But does that make it worse, Andrew, that you're still associated with Piss Boy and you've never done any piss bits? You've just been a piss watcher.
Where's your piss bits?
Yeah, I would argue I've done the least amount of piss bits in this show.
I don't think I've done a piss bit.
You peed all over Edgar Wright. I don't want to
That
hear it.
wasn't me.
Yeah, that also is not
story.
this show, just to be clear.
I mean, it's, yeah.
Are you looking for a clean piss slate? Is that where you're trying to get out of this, Andrew?
I would love one, but once again, this has never been my choice, so I'm not.
We could clean the piss off your slate. I mean, but this is the one
I
time
don't
to do
like
it.
the phrasing of that. That seems not great.
Like, what if you're no longer Piss Boy as of today?
Wow. Today, as of right now,
Yeah.
Potentially.
I mean, I'll take it, but once
Look
again,
out your window right now. Do you see the woman pissing on the side of a building?
I don't know.
I think you might be
And
in the clear.
in fact, I haven't seen one since. That was a one-time event.
I have one final question.
Okay.
Are you in the Herman Miller chair?
No, I'm not. I was gonna end it. I was gonna sit down. I'm still in the shit chair. I was gonna.
Oh, you're going to
close
transition
that.
live?
I was gonna transition live to it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I can't believe you've got a Herman Miller chair and you have been ignoring it for how long now?
Months. I mean, there's so
God.
many things. What I've learned is I cannot wait for bits because I have been planning since we knew that we were gonna have to do a new thing. I've had a bit in mind for this episode since 196, and part of that bit involved Gracie, who now has a real job and is not here. So I never got to do it. But I assume that Gracie had no awareness of the beginning and some of the events of our podcast with like the double salted licorice and the soda chug and all these things and the 100% chocolate. I was going to do them all at once, just like back to back to back, Tiger Bomb on the balls. And I don't have a reason to do that.
Well, maybe if we do well on Patreon, we can we can give an appearance fee for Gracie to pop back.
I love it. That's good.
Do you think she would have time?
So just so you guys know, just for full transparency, I am currently working with her on some of this stuff to make time for us and others. It's hard because she's working a real job for a real production company with real fucking hours. Like it is
With
not
real expectations.
Hey, would you?
Yeah.
Hey, would you pay $1,000 to shoot a horse? It's like, oh, we're making television programs.
I did invite them to our stream, but they're unfortunately not available. But I'm sure we'll
Maybe I
collaborate.
scared her off with my anus and vagina.
That
No, I
could
don't
be.
think so.
I don't think so, but also I can't imagine that it helped.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It just did us no favors.
It certainly didn't help. Yeah, it did not do any favors. I don't want to get in too much trouble here. I'm the secretary, as people should know by this point.
By
of
now,
this
yeah.
company. Yeah.
Do they already know?
I think that'll be the first piece of content we put on our Patreon.
I think it should be.
That's not
Yeah.
Oh, that's
100%,
great.
But Eric is our president. Hey Eric, I might need a presidential pardon. That's
Shit, episode 1?
Now here's what I'll say is I don't know how many of these I'm willing to give out in a year because I think you guys are going to run roughshod. So you really
get
gotta
one
make
per
it
year?
count. Oh, I think it's definitely one per year. Definitely. And we're halfway through. So, I mean, really you're getting, you got plenty of time, but go for it, Andrew.
I had a realization that well, okay, so when when we learned about all this stuff, we're going to potentially have to make a new YouTube channel and all that. I claimed a bunch of that stuff a long time ago, months ago. And as we've been teasing things, our wonderful listeners have been like, oh, I found this, I found that type thing, and sharing it. And this is one of the primary ones that we've shared. Let me post it. It's a thread about it recently. And it's really funny. It's a great account. So there's, as you can see, this is the post. It's called Regulation Pod on YouTube. Currently has 3.65 subscribers, or 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good considering we haven't promoted this in any way. And I looked at that, and Ratty Boy is the image of it.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, that's funny. That's a funny thing I did. I don't remember doing that. I don't remember doing that because that's not the YouTube I made. I don't think that's any of our YouTube. I think that's a fan account.
Yeah.
The YouTube that I made for us has 3 subscribers currently. And I can't even find it when I manually search because I was trying to take a screenshot.
What username did you pick?
What are you talking about?
I made the Regulation Podcast YouTube.
Okay.
Because it was before we even locked stuff in. That currently has 3 subscribers. Well, let me check. Maybe someone got added. So I think I may have at one point been like, yeah, you found it. Or like acknowledged this in some capacity. I think I probably
acknowledging someone else's account.
Yeah. And last night I had a panic of maybe I made, because I did make multiple YouTubes. I did not make that one. And if none of you guys made that, I think I might request a presidential pardon on this issue.
I definitely didn't make that.
I don't think I made that either. What is the pardon you're asking for, though? I don't understand.
I feel like I endorsed. Yeah, I feel like I endorsed a fan account thinking it was my account.
That's absolutely on you. There's no.
It is on me.
Yes.
But so is the crime that people typically get pardoned for.
No.
I'm asking for an exception here.
No.
Wow.
I mean, like,
first pardon denied.
Here's why.
I would have given it to you too.
That's cool. Not president. So here's why. I have a real issue with the way that we have no consistent branding over any of our names. We have picked and chosen the Regulation Pod, the Regulation Podcast, Regulation Pod, Regulation Podcast. We're all over the place with this stuff. And I put that squarely, Andrew, at your feet. So
what are we?
No pardon. Yeah, go ahead, Andrew. What are we?
Well, we're the Regulation Podcast because that's what you want. That was your big. I assume
there's no the.
I'm sorry, there's no the.
We're a Regulation Podcast.
Yeah, we're Regulation Podcast. That's what I said. We're Regulation Podcast.
It's not. What is happening?
This is going back to an argument we had when I said, when I intro the first episode, do I say, welcome to a Regulation Podcast, welcome to Regulation Podcast, or welcome to the Regulation Podcast?
I always thought it would
Eric
be
said, and I do remember Eric saying,
was,
what are you talking about? You just say, welcome to the Regulation Podcast. And I
and fine. You don't need, but we don't need, and the other part of what I said is that you don't need the in the name. Because it's just, it's like, it's not called the fuckface. It was called the Fuckface Podcast everywhere.
But see, here's the thing. In my head,
hindsight,
and I didn't want to die.
Cool.
This
all right, hang on. Let us into your head. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, that's what. Well, why did you interrupt me? And when I was letting you in already,
I'm preparing myself. I'm wiping my feet at the door. I'm ready to walk right in. Go for
Regulation Podcast. We're one of many. To me, the represented that we were the Regulation Podcast. There's a different meaning. It hit differently. So I agree, you're right. I didn't think that we were the Fuckface Podcast because that doesn't have the same meaning as regulation. That's like a standard. They're different things.
I do feel like we're kind of planting a flag in the sand here with the word regulation. Like we're basically creating, because we can be Regulation Podcast, which is the Regulation Podcast because it is a Regulation Podcast all at the same time. We're becoming like the dictionary definition of what a Regulation Podcast is. But we are also the Regulation Podcast, called Regulation Podcast.
Sounds like we really fuck-faced ourselves.
Yes, that is exactly that's exactly.
Well, so here's the
what's
real
happening.
answers. This is the real explanation for why there's inconsistency in that.
We're
Some
regulation, but go
platforms,
for it. Yeah.
some platforms have different maximum character counts, and that was before we locked in that the podcast would be called Regulation Podcast, because I wanted to get on top. I'm sorry that I cared to lock these up as quickly as possible.
Apology not accepted, but okay.
Yeah, that's fair. You're the president. Listen, I'm the secretary. I respect it. I respect whatever rule you make. But I feel like I tried to get ahead of the game in favor of all of us. And then when I was making all these accounts, I was trying to do it consistently, but some of them had shorter maximum character counts, which is what created the inconsistency in that account.
So what are we calling it now when we shoot ourselves in the foot due to stupidity?
I think it's still fuck-facing yourself.
Okay. We didn't regulate ourselves.
No. I
No.
don't like
Okay,
that.
good.
You could Greg yourself, maybe.
You can Greg. You can
Salad cream still, probably.
you can salad cream, you can Brimley.
Oh, Brimley. I forgot about Brimley.
I feel like I'm getting a lot of heat from the 100% eat guy as well, which is just like, what do you put 100% in? Do you put the symbol in? How does the searchability? I feel like that's also a nightmare.
100 PERCENTEAT.
But the logo doesn't reflect that.
Oh, that's a good point.
The visuals of it.
So what are we?
And when you hang on,
I
and
don't
when you
know.
Find our channels, and when you find our channels, that's where they are. They're in the same place. So what I'm saying is that when we say, "Hey, you want to find us here or find us there," Andrew, where can you find us on Twitter?
On Twitter, we're Regulation Pod on Twitter.
Okay. And
because they had a
where can you
smaller
find, and where
character
can you find us on Instagram?
The Regulation Pod.
This sucks.
So right, exactly.
Well, I'm sorry I did all the work. I apologize. Next time, I'll let you guys do the work.
Apology not accepted. It's fine.
Can I just jump in and say, Andrew, I'm just a bog standard employee of the company. I'm a 20% co-owner. I don't have a title. I didn't win or lose a Smash Brothers campaign. I just landed right in the middle until the next election. That's where I'm going to be. So my voice is as close to meaningless within the company as you can get. But I just like to say that I appreciate what you're saying. And without an official title or responsibility, I know it doesn't carry much weight, but I thank you for your efforts and I appreciate your initiatives. And I think what you've done is charming.
I would not describe it as charming. I would describe it as messy, but I did the best I could with the information I had.
Take the fucking compliment. I said charming. Don't refute my compliment. Now I'm going to be on their side.
I don't know why you're trying to help him, Jeff. I just don't know why you're
trying to fucking...
I'm just saying, I think that Eric is forgetting there's 4-year terms to this whole presidential thing. I think he might be a little drunk with power. We'll see what happens.
Well, that's definitely true.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point, because if Eric rejects all your pardons, that's going to definitely affect the next presidential term on
the
Eric.
next presidential term is another Smash Brothers tournament?
Now...
a different tournament, maybe, but...
Yeah. Maybe we'll go Brawlhalla next time.
In 4 years.
Did we determine our elections every 4 years like the U.S. presidential election? Is that what we've landed on? Or is that just an assumption? Okay. It'll be fucking wild to still be doing a podcast with you guys in 4 years. I hope we remember to reelect.
Did we even have fuckface for 4 years?
No, I don't think so.
No, I just did I have a meta sheet to keep organized for myself and Nick, and I just laid out dates and everything, and I just dragged down from today until I felt like it was pretty long. Landed on 235 episodes, and that will be November 8th, 2028.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Feel pretty good about that.
What is it now? 2024?
That could be your president, folks.
That guy would give me a pardon.
Should we time travel to 2028 right now?
No,
no, we can do it. Wait,
is there a horse you want to kill?
No, check this out. 1, 2. Right, in 4 years. No, you idiot. In 4 years, I'll say 3, and then that'll be it. And you can cut those together. We're not there now. I was throwing the ball.
Throw the ball clean and have everybody shut up.
Well, I mean, we'll just mute you. All right. Well, 1. Oh, forget it. I've lost my enthusiasm.
Hey, here's the thing, Andrew. Just because I'm not pardoning you doesn't mean I don't appreciate what you do for the show. I think you've done a great job. We just have to figure out the things specifically that we are saying to people so that way they know where to find us.
Totally. Absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you very much. And thank you very much to Jeff, Gavin, and Nick also, because this whole process has been incredibly difficult. We've done a really great job of, working together, not killing each other, and being pretty excited to do this for a while. And thank you to the fans, regulation listeners and comment leavers alike, for following us as we go forward, because I'm very, very, I've been so stressed out. I'm grayer now than ever, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
It's the longest week.
Yeah.
It has not been harder than I expected it to be, but it has been harder than I think anything should be, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And that's not the fault of any one individual or entity or anything like that. It's just like this stuff is just fucking hard. It's just hard to get shit done in 2024, unfortunately. But I cannot tell you how good it feels to be at the end, what I assume is the end of the first episode, and knowing that we can now breathe a little fucking sigh of relief in a few minutes when we stop recording, because we actually got here. Congratulations, guys. I can't the last 2 months has been very difficult, and I really appreciate all of your hard work getting us across the finish line and to the new start line, so we can do this all over again.
Oh man,
I'm so excited. Yeah. I feel like I have just so much energy for this. I can't wait to expend it.
Hell yeah!
I can't wait to watch you expend it.
Well,
I hope you expend it everywhere, all over everything. I want to see you expend so fucking hard over the next 4 years that Andrew's gonna slip and slide in it like it's his bathtub.
Gavin, have you ever spent $1,000 to expend it before?
Can I make a small request before we end?
Sure,
of course.
Yeah.
If I die between now and 4 years from now, can someone else say 3 and just finish off the time travel bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Whichever one of us is still alive in 4 years can do it.
So
appreciate it.
So here's what we need to do, because we can't just say, okay, we're gone, but hey, go to patreon.com/regulationpod. Sign up for our Patreon. Support us directly, because we are truly fully independent. It has been a weird couple months, but we are truly fully independent. There is no one backing this. It is just us.
No,
so
there is someone backing it. It's you. It's you, the listener. 100%. We are in your hands. Please.
Oh, I thought you were. I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought you were going to continue.
Please.
So go to a Patreon, subscribe there. Please. You can get we have some exclusive supplemental stuff. We have a lot going on and more to add. So we're really excited to get going over there.
America, give me a chance.
Scroll down in the description here, and we'll list all of our social media channels that I'm sure we figured out by this point. Yeah. At whatever they are.
Yeah, I feel like the Patreon stuff will be evolving as we work through the remaining stuff, but it's definitely the place to support us now if you would like.
Yes, absolutely. And here's the thing. If you don't want to support us financially through Patreon or whatever, that's totally fine. Listen to the show. You listening to the show is a great way to support us. You know what helps us even more is if you download the episode instead of streaming the episode. Found that out. So
is that true?
Yes. Another great free way to support us, if money's not your thing, which I get, is to tell people. Seriously.
Yep.
Totally. Tell people about us. We changed the name. It's so much easier to explain to people now. Hopefully that won't be a hurdle for you. And then also, I don't know if I said it earlier, but please.
The entirety of Fuckface, I feel like we grew because of word of mouth from other people. Like we owe so much of our growth to that. So it would really mean a lot to us if you share this, or even just let people know, because we're in a different spot right now. We're having to, at the time, rebuild all these feeds. So it would be great.
And let's link to our Patreon and not like a fan made.
I don't worry. That's fine. That's set in square. We're good there. I got you.
I got good news. We got 4 subscribers. Somebody subscribed.
I got you.
Since last night.
Cool.
We're set.
So I guess we'll be back with another regulation podcast this time next week, and then the next week, and the next week, and the next week, until Gavin says 3 at least. And we probably got some videos coming out on YouTube or on the Patreon. I'm sure Andrew's communicating that through social media, or we all are. So look out for that on those official feeds. And
yeah, you can watch how Eric became president and how Andrew became the secretary.
Riveting.
They ideally already have.
It's an entire political season distilled into one 45-minute video. It's pretty intense.
I love that we work at a company that legitimately decided who was president because of Super Smash Brothers simulations.
Yeah, not even a bit. Like that actually became legally binding to the company.
Yes.
Can I modify that? Maybe change the way, reframe the way you said that. You don't work at a company. You own that company.
That's true.
Hell yeah.
Pretty cool.
We all do, which is wonderful. It's crazy. I'm so
cool.
excited for the next episode. The next episode will be the first one that we've done since the Patreon has launched. We are still before launch with this recording.
Oh yeah.
Interesting to be in a whole new world.
We have no idea how well or poorly that went at this point.
Oh.
Maybe for the next fighting game simulation, we can decide who does whose performance review.
That's a good idea.
Interesting. Interesting.
I feel like Regulation Podcast going pretty well so far.
Amazing start. Thank you so much to all the people that have supported us via Patreon. This has been an unbelievable amount of support. It has been wonderful and overwhelming in a very amazing way. Apparently not to everybody else. Nobody else agrees. Jesus fucking Christ. What's wrong with all of you?
I really thought that Jeff would start saying something there. I just couldn't believe he didn't.
Oh, really? No, I was expecting Eric to say something.
Oh.
Yeah, I was waiting for
just
Eric.
any of you. If any of you could have said something.
I'm muted. You can see very clearly that like I'm muted when I'm not talking.
I mean, technically, we do everything in aneg. So, like, Andrew spoke. It should have been. He should have thrown to Nick and then Eric, and then it was my turn.
Okay, then we'll do it. All right, then go ahead, Nick.
I'm blown away. Thank you for all the support and the love that you've given us and following our Patreon. And if not, our new YouTube page as well.
Great. Hey, guys, I want to say I'm sorry for the rocky start we had as the Regulation Podcast. I apologize for the confusion that came through, telling you to download the episodes, which I never should have done, clearly.
Yeah.
I apologize for any confusion that caused, but I do want to say I am overwhelmed by your support, and I want to thank you for following us, as difficult as it was to find these episodes. Thank you very, very much.
So wait, they shouldn't download it?
I just shouldn't have said anything. I didn't find it to be confusing when I said download the episode, it helps us. And then people went, what if I download it on YouTube? And I just went, we're gone. We're beyond. They're like, what if I pirate it? And it's like, what are you talking about? This is insane. So I just shouldn't have said anything. I apologize for the rocky start with where we had to upload and everything, but hopefully by this point, we have it all sorted out. You guys are following where you can, and we appreciate your support.
Hey y'all, it's your boy Lil Jeffy here, and I just wanted to reiterate what my coworkers and friends have said. What an amazing show of support. Boy, does it mean the world to us. If I could explain it in such a way, it's like you as a community have given my heart, my very heart, the biggest throbbing boner a heart has ever had. I feel like my heart is just pumping love and blood and like good feelings and jizz. And I feel like I'm going to explode with cheer if at all possible. So thank you so much for my heart boner and for all of the support. Gavin, I believe it's your turn.
I hate this bit so much. But everything should be in place now, right? We've acquired some things.
Hopefully, yeah.
Have we?
I mean,
we've said yes. You got paperwork?
Yeah, right.
I'm all done with the paperwork.
But that's not the end of all of this, and we're in the middle of just waiting to hear back on some stuff, and then we'll be able to turn everything over.
We might be getting our bleep back.
Oh my God.
We'll see. Let's wait and see. I don't want to risk it. I wouldn't even throw it out there that whether or not the bleep is here or not.
I feel like he said it. We might.
Well, I mean, we own it.
I mean, it's paid for.
Yes, exactly. So but like, the actual ownership and reversion, I just wouldn't test it. I just wouldn't say the old name.
Well, the thing that Gavin, we bought a thing.
Yeah.
Right? And now we own a thing, in theory.
I don't know why we can't talk about the thing we own.
I don't know.
Is it a zoo? Nick asked if it's a zoo. We bought a zoo.
Technically speaking, you're Eric's boss at the moment, Gavin.
We're in a transitional phase. Where? Oh, I like this. Eric, when do you want your review to be?
I would say this time next year.
Okay, let me write that down.
You got it.
Set alarm for 1 year from now.
It's just funny because as of today, it's still a little murky, but by the time this episode comes out, it will be 100% done.
That's why I was bringing it up.
I know that's why you're bringing it up.
I think Eric is worried it won't be.
The hilarious thing is
Absolutely.
we're doing a twofer today, so we're going to immediately roll into episode 3 right after this, and we still won't be able to talk about it.
Oh, it's definitely going to be done there.
Yeah.
We don't even have a theme song for this podcast yet, but we have a dump truck song.
Why don't we have a theme song?
We have to
probably
pick
Nick's
one
fault.
or something. I don't know.
We'll just get the old one.
Make one.
Probably
I don't
gotta buy it. Can we just buy it or something?
Well, if we had the rights to it for the other podcast, we still got the rights to it.
That is a good point. We now have
We don't have the rights to. We do not have the rights to that song.
Way.
Yeah, that is not how that works.
We definitely no longer have the rights to
it. It is also very expensive. So if you want to make a theme song, let us know, I guess.
I made one for So All Right the other day. That was pretty good.
Really?
What did you use?
Hell
Can we hear
yeah.
it?
Dude, I fucking used my mouth to do it. I'm like a Bobby McFerrin.
Yep.
And Nick's heard it.
Can we get a preview?
No, fuck you.
All right.
Oh, come on. You can't do it right now? Just a little bit?
I don't remember it. I don't have it in
This is
front of me.
already a long episode. We're supposed to talk about our RSS stuff.
We should get into that.
Next
Let's
episode.
talk about it.
Yeah, no, we should have done it 15 minutes ago.
No,
we're
we're
doing it right
now.
at this point.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to revolutionize the dump industry real fast.
Yeah, okay. We can cut all that out and just go to the RSS stuff.
All right, let's get into it all.
I'm excited.
Me too. Take it away.
I don't know anything about RSS feeds.
Eric.
No,
Gavin.
you guys got it. Go ahead.
Gavin. Go, Gavin.
Oh, shut, Eric. You wanted us to talk about this for the last 45
No.
minutes. Just talk about
I'm not the one who brought it up the first time or the second time. I tried to steer it to here. That's it. So
Okay, who brought it up?
Take it away, Jeff.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Lil Jeffy here, and I just wanted
an hour into the podcast and you're doing introductions.
And I just want to talk about, I don't know if you're aware, but Rooster Teeth, the company we all used to work for, very recently, very quietly, wasn't well brought. A lot of people didn't hear about it. It certainly wasn't well explained or documented publicly. But that company, Rooster Teeth, very quietly closed down in the middle of the night. Nobody saw it coming. Nobody knew. We were all caught off guard by it. We certainly didn't have months and months and months of excruciating time to prepare for it. And so as a result of that, our little podcast, the Face podcast, we lost the rights to because it was owned by Rooster Teeth Productions because we created it while in the employ of Rooster Teeth Productions. And so when Rooster Teeth was shut down by Warner Brothers, all of the intellectual property that the employees made as employees or that was owned by the company became the rights of Warner Brothers, who was willing to work with all the individual content creators or Rooster Teeth employees that were interested in the IP that they had worked on or created to try to help them acquire those rights, I guess would be the way to say it. And that's turns out a very long and painful process, and it's not anybody's fault. I don't think any of us were mad at anyone, or it wasn't like us versus Warner Brothers or Rooster Teeth or anything like that. It's just there's a lawyer for every lawyer, and everything needs to be checked and cross-checked and spelled out explicitly in contracts and stuff. And some stuff was real easy to get. I got So All Right in about 13 minutes, but. Face was a really valuable property for Rooster Teeth, and it because of that was more complicated to acquire the rights to, and so we did, but it just took a long time.
It was a double whammy too, because not only was it profitable enough that it was worth something, it also wasn't like a big heavy hitter like a Ruby or a Red versus Blue. It was just some dog shit little podcast in the corner. So it didn't necessarily have the priority of the heavy hitters,
right?
Even though it did require an actual purchase.
Right, we're not Death Battle or Ruby or Red versus Blue, so we're not that high up on the food chain, but we're high enough on the food chain to be on the food chain. And so there was a lot of, it was just a lot of back and forth and trying to acquire what we could and as much as we could. And, we're very happy to report that we own the entire back catalog of Face. We own the name Face. We own all of the merchandising designs for Face, all of the supplemental Face content. We own Face Off, which was the first exclusive show. The only stuff we didn't maintain the rights to was the Let's Play content.
And the song, I guess.
And the song. The Let's Play content and the song. And we've wanted to talk about it and explain it along the way, and we've been very close. But it has literally been, for the last, I would say, 3 weeks, it's all going to be worked out tomorrow. So just wait till tomorrow. And then it's like tomorrow rolls around and we're like, there was one other person had to take a look at something, or this got kicked back for this one little thing. So it'll probably be tomorrow. And it's just been tomorrow's for a couple weeks. But we're finally through all that. And it was a lot of work on Gavin's end. I really appreciate all the work you did, Gavin. You definitely took the lead on that in a lot of ways, and means a lot.
Absolutely. Huge for us. Thank you so much.
It was fun to finally step up in the final days of the company and use my email for real business. And then in the middle of all that, my email got turned off.
No, that's funny.
But one of the advantages of us having the IP now is we have our old feed, right? So people can now listen. If they were subscribed to Face, they will now get the Regulation Pod in that place, as well as we offer a ad-free version on our Patreon at $10 at the extra medium tier.
The rollout wasn't ideal. We were kind of dealing with, we were trying to shoot at moving targets all along the way. And, we made some missteps, of course. But the most important thing for us was to be there and to be available and not skip a beat. We said that in as many ways as we could over and over again, that for the audience, we want it to be, and clearly it wasn't transparent at all, but we wanted it to be as transparent as possible. You listen to us on one Wednesday, Rooster Teeth goes out of business, Regulation spins up. You listen to us the next Wednesday in the same place at the same time, like nothing ever happened. We wanted to make it as easy and seamless as possible on y'all as we could.
And we did assume that it would be a shit show.
We did.
We just still wanted to do it anyway. And I think even though it wasn't seamless, we still didn't have a gap, and I'm super happy about that.
Super happy about it. Yeah, it didn't go perfectly, but we didn't expect it to, and we just, more than anything, we just wanted to be there and making content. And this is, I don't know, I hope it comes across, but this is outside of my family, the flesh and blood of my family. This is the most important thing in my life, and it means everything to me. And the idea of stopping would crush my soul. And so I didn't want to stop. I didn't want to stop. I didn't want to pause. I didn't want to stop for a week, let alone a day. And I would rather deal with the foibles and the little fires that pop up along the way than stop and wait and wait and wait. Because if we did that, we'd probably be recording episode 1 today.
Oh God!
Yeah, that's probably.
I didn't even think about that. That's terrible. Yeah, no.
Can you imagine spending the last 5 to 6 weeks totally sitting on your hands, not communicating with our audience, not communicating with each other in this way, not creating this thing that we're all in love with and obsessed with? Yeah, I couldn't. It just wasn't an option. And so, thank you so much to the audience, to every comment leaver and Regulation listener for your patience with us, with our temporary feeds and our temporary solutions, and following us along the way. Now we have our forever homes. I think the only thing we still would like to do at some point is change the Instagram name, but that's not a huge priority today. And I think we're finally settled and in our groove, right? I think as of this episode, we're good. This is the first episode we've recorded 100% good and ready to just move forward, kicking ass.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
So we have our regular where you get the podcast and everything channel, but we also have a secondary channel because we don't have the rights to our old gameplay didn't mean that we wanted to stop doing gameplay altogether. So we do have the secondary YouTube channel where all of our gameplay and other things will be going. So you can subscribe to both channels and check them both out because we're updating frequently. And then there's even more stuff on the Patreon. So it's very exciting, and I'm very excited to continue to do this stuff with you guys.
Hell yeah.
I will say,
Okay,
we put a bow on our thing.
Yeah,
Just one last thing. I have an exciting announcement to make that we're excited about. No, don't say, oh, Christ. It's a genuine.
I just don't know what it is.
I know we don't know what it is. I don't know.
We kind of know what it is. We talked about it a little bit. The cookbook. We have a cookbook that we released a long time ago.
Yeah.
And people have been wondering about a PDF version. They've been very patient with us, and we've been saying, hey, we're working it out. A lot of that working it out was what we just talked about of like
all of
getting
it
the rights
was
to
that.
Yeah.
100% of it. There's not a little bit of it. There's all of it.
So now that we have it settled, that is going to become available to all of our patrons for free, no matter what tier you're at. $5, $10, whatever. Any of our tiers, you will get that for free. And we're also going to put it up in our shop for $6.99. So if you just want to buy it and you don't want to be a patron, totally fine. It will be available as in a PDF form on our Patreon page, which I assume we have linked in the description of this podcast.
Yes. I'm making a note right now to even say cookbook is out in PDF form at patreon.com/theregulationpod.
So enjoy that. I love our cookbook so much. I'm so happy that we were able to make that. Jeff, you did such a great job with the photos. The art in it is fantastic. I'm so glad that people that were not able to get the physical version will now have access to
a lot of wise written words in that book too.
Mm-hmm.
a lot to pay attention to. I'm also very excited about it. That book was definitely a labor of love for Tony, who did the vast majority of the work on it. I think it was something that we're very proud of and excited to be able to share it with more people. You know,
is the Regulation podcast just longer than the other one?
I don't think so.
Not always.
No,
we just had to catch up.
It's not.
Oh, speaking of which, we should probably wrap it up. But we just had that whole serious RSS discussion and kind of the explanation to sum up why we've talked around things for the last month and not been able to just, be 100% open as we go through it. We just couldn't potentially damage any negotiations or deals. But I do, in all sincerity, I do want to say a special thank you to Jordan and Hannah and Yuri and Hirsch and everybody at Rooster Teeth who, after they got laid off just like us, stuck around to help negotiate these licensing deals and help us acquire our intellectual property, because that was a lot of work for them, and they definitely didn't have to care so much as they were also losing their jobs. So I really do appreciate everybody that helped us get our independence. So,
yeah,
absolutely.
The ability to just text Hannah instead of have to deal directly with someone I've never spoken to at Warner, absolutely game changing.
Yeah,
throughout that whole process.
And they were so helpful and kind and seemed to genuinely want to help us get our rights. And I really, really, really appreciate it. It would have been so much harder without them. If at all possible, This is a regulation announcement.
Oh my God.
I repeat, a regulation announcement. We have news, regulation news. Are you ready? Andrew.
Yes, I'm ready.
Hit us with the news.
We have a store.
What kind of store?
It's a merch store. It's where we sell
street
merch
is it
of our
on?
store. What? Where?
It's
who?
on Store Street.
It's on Store Street. Yeah.
It's on the internet. Regulationstore.com.
Where else would it be?
It's where you go to buy things related to the Regulation podcast, such as one shirt. We have
got a
one
shirt.
shirt for sale right now. You can buy a Regulation shirt. That's all you can buy. You can buy as many of them as you want.
But it's the regulation shirt.
But
It's
it is
the
the
only shirt
regulation
you
shirt.
need.
That means you can go into the store and be like, I'll take everything. And it's not too expensive.
No,
Yeah,
it's really
one
ezy.
Shirt.
It's actually
one.
pretty good. That's actually really good. I'll take one of everything.
And if you want to go in and buy a shirt right now, that would be cool because it would help us stress test the store, because coming not too far off in the distant future, assuming this store works, Andrew,
What?
hit him with the drum roll. Now, Gavin, you do the announcement.
Oh my God, after the shirt, guess what? The first ever official regulation Gerpler. Will it break the store?
Probably. And now, Nick, you hit him with the oohs and the ahs.
Okay. It's like doing 100% eat.
Then, Eric, you hit him with the domain name again.
You go to regulationstore.com to grab that shirt. And then on Friday, November 22nd, it will be Gerp Friday. That will be the launch of the Gerpler. But for now, go to regulationstore.com, grab a shirt, support us directly, and help us find out if this store launch can work for us or not.
Do you want to hear some fun facts about the URL?
Yeah.
Regulation.store was taken. Regulation.shop was too expensive. So we got regulationstore.com. But guess what? We've also got regulationstore.store.
It's true. I just went to it and it works.
I've already redirected it to the main store.
This concludes your regulation announcement.
So what we're sort of looking at is, I think, being able to put this out and you guys are going to be able to get the Gerpler.
Yes.
It looks fantastic. Very happy about it. We have, I think the number is 4,000 because we wanted to really overestimate.
We're taking a bit of a risk here. We're trying not to get out ahead of our skis, but the Gerpler has been far and away the most sought after product of all the products we've released time and time again. And we wanted to make as many as we could conceivably make without tanking the company if you don't buy them.
The original question from Eric, I think, was, do we want 500 or 1,000? And I just got PTSD flashbacks of everyone being pissed off that they didn't get one. So I think I put 5,000 and then we settled on 4.
Yes, I'm always going to be more conservative when it comes to this stuff because I'd rather have it sell out and then we don't eat the cost of having to store it anywhere. So
see, that's where we differ. I'd rather us have a really funny amount of cups left over than have everyone be really mad.
Well, a very funny amount of cups left over to me is 0 cups. I want no. So I am putting this in the community's hands and saying, please buy these cups in late November because we have a lot. We have a lot. We're working with a company called El Famoso to put it all together and do this. So we're really excited to be able to get new stuff in the store and make everything happen and get more stuff out to you guys. So stay tuned.
Super, super excited. And this is going to be very informative for us. If we release 4,000 and they sell out immediately, we're so sorry. That is an insane amount of demand that we couldn't afford to seed ahead of time, but it will help us know if we release 4,000 and we have 3,800 at the end of the month, then Gavin will have his funny amount of cups and we'll end up building an island out of cups and trying to move off to it to avoid paying taxes or something. But yeah, just we will take the information that we've learned for this. We desperately want everybody to get an item if they want it. We really do. And so just so that you know, just because we're releasing 4,000 in this way, this isn't how things are going to go. This is us testing the waters to see what tolerance you guys have, what you actually want from us. And then based on that, we'll go forward and merch.
I don't doubt that there won't be unforeseen problems.
Oh, it's us.
Still happen.
It is
us.
us.
The site could go down. Who knows?
Yeah, it's us. Something will go wrong. Undeniably.
And we should also say that, extra thanks to everyone who's supporting us on Patreon, but because it's because of that we can buy 4,000 of something.
Oh, there's no way we could have done this if it wasn't for people supporting us on Patreon. There's no shot. We wouldn't have been in conversations. We wouldn't have been able to get as many tests as we got. Like, we wouldn't have been able to do this the way we wanted to.
This fucking company begins and ends with Patreon. They are the lifeblood of what we're doing. And man, I was now I'm going to get into the blowjob portion of the episode, but I was thinking about that yesterday when I was getting coffee in the morning. I was just like, it is so unbelievable the consistent from day one and continuous groundswell of support that the regulation listeners and comment leavers have really granted us. I don't know. I genuinely, I don't know about you guys. We're 6 months down the road now, 5 months down the road into this company, but I still wake up every day and I'm just fucking floored that it's what we're going to be doing, that I'm going to sit down in front of a computer with y'all and get to crank this stuff out. It is like, it's beyond a dream come true that it's so weird because we hit the ground running so hard. I never really had time to look back, but we're 6 months down the road from Rooster Teeth going under and all of that, and it's just crazy to be able to look back along amongst the last 6 months, and we didn't skip a beat, we didn't slow down, and it's only because of the audience.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
For transparency too, I mean, with us moving down 6 months and everything, we've got a lot of the back end stuff figured out. We have like a lot of our sort of like business operations figured out and everything. But for transparency's sake, we started working with Shelby, who's someone that we started working with at Achievement Hunter and Rooster Teeth and everything, to help us with our social media and posting, because we want to get clips out to show people what the show is. Because as much as we have a devoted fan base in you guys who are listening to this every week and, you know, very into it and everything, there are twice as many people who go, hey, so Rooster Teeth shut down. What are you doing now? And we need help getting like the word out. And Shelby's doing a really great job so far, like putting that stuff together and getting that stuff out there. So that way more people can check out the show and we can continue to grow, but not in a way that is like an insane exponential thing, just in a way where we can like keep doing what we're doing the way that we want to do it.
I guess ultimately, I just want the audience to know, whether you pay through Patreon or whether you just listen through the Apple Podcast app or Spotify, or you just watch a couple of gameplays on YouTube. We do not take it for granted. We are so fucking cognizant and conscious of how lucky we are and the runway you've given us to get to continue to create this kind of content. And I just want you to know we don't take it for granted. We appreciate it every single day of our lives.
Couldn't have said it better. I feel like that was a little sausage talk. Oh, before we move off of our little sausage talk, you may note of it, Eric, but we're doing Tony stuff with the merch, Alphamosa, and it's also like some Rooster Teeth people that were there, which I think is so cool. Tony, the catalyst of so many of our just dumbest ideas, and being able to work with him in some capacity going forward was really important to us. And so being able to do that, it is so exciting. I am texting Tony about stuff occasionally that whenever I'm able to text Tony about a dumb idea and then seeing him like the gears turn and figure out a way and like different angles on it's incredible. I'm so excited for the potential of what the future can bring as far as the merch stuff goes. Do I know about the company Heartbreak?
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah, we can cover that real fast. But we've been talking a lot about getting an office, and that being something that we're working towards. We have. We don't like to announce announcements if at all possible. We don't like to get too far ahead of our skis on this stuff. But we had been making a lot of progress in the background. So much progress, in fact, that we found an office. We toured it 3 times, went ahead and put in an application, got approved for the application. I paid the deposit, and while I was waiting for the lease to sign, the landlord decided not to rent to us. And we lost the place, and we don't really know why. It's kind of a bummer. It's more than a bummer. It really sucks because it was about 3 to 4 weeks it was basically all of January. Behind the scenes, we were running around looking at properties, and Eric and I specifically were dealing with a real like landlords and real estate agents and a tenant, and I had to put in a lot of time in with this tenant to get in his good graces. It was a whole thing, and just like the rug got pulled out from under us at the 11th and a half hour, and
we tested a lot of the walks to coffee shops and stuff.
We did. We were all over the neighborhood. We had started to plan where stuff was going to go. It was the really frustrating thing was it was a perfect space for us. Like it checked off literally every single need we had and was affordable. And it just sucks because now we're back to zero and we have to start all over again. And so that's a little peer behind the curtain of stuff that that was going on in January that we weren't really talking about publicly because we wanted to get the office first before we brought it up, and because we were so excited about it, and then we fucking lost it.
Do you think the owner listened to Regulation 41 and just decided?
Genuinely, no. I don't think it had anything to do with that. We also lost it before 41 came out. So it would have been 40 that did us in. What I think happened is I think the landlord decided they wanted to sell the place, and they wanted to give us a short lease, and I pushed back on that, and I wanted at least a year lease, and that's where we lost it, which is ludicrous to ask for anything less than a year lease. So I think it probably means they were just trying to have a stopgap solution until they were ready to put the place on the market and sell it.
Yeah, I was so excited initially when you said that we got rejected because I thought it would be for content reasons. And that's very funny. The premise of at the final hour being like, well, maybe I should look into this a little bit, and seeing you with a jackhammer in your backyard making a beanhole and then being like, we can't, no.
Nick was luckily the hot dogs on the fan hadn't come out yet. Nick said it was probably cum related. It might have been, who knows? But we definitely lost our office, and we don't have one. And now if you know of an office in Austin, let Eric know.
We'll get another one.
Please don't let Eric know. Thank you. I did the benefit for you of looking at some research of some office buildings. Thanks, man. Yeah, appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, keep it to yourself. Appreciate you.
Anyway, it's I bring it up more just to tell you guys a little bit of behind the scenes with a little squeeze of sausage out of the tube, but also just to show you that it's been a really successful, wild, wonderful launch, and things have gone incredibly well in almost every front. And this is just an example of one that didn't work out for us.
That's very true.
Gotta throw that out there. We're gonna go ahead and play Mario Party from the regulation office.
That's right. We got an actual space, and we're here to get. Nick is just off camera.
Sitting on the sofa that Ray and Tina gave us.
Ray and Tina gave us. Thank you. We couldn't have done this without Ray and Tina.
Half of our furniture came from Ray and Tina.
Yep. We did it. We are together. We actually have a space. We've rented an office that we'll be using. We got
rugs?
We got rugs.
Crazy.
The rugs were a big part of it.
Yeah, a lot of rugs. So if it sounds a little hollow, it's because we haven't moved all of our stuff in yet.
Yeah.
We're kind of still building out, so be patient. But we did this because of your support, so thank you very much over the last year to be able to grow as a company and finally land on, okay, I think we're at a time or a size that we need to be able to get together, not in Jeff's kitchen. And this also means that people can mail stuff into the P.O. box because it won't go to your house where your wife will kill me.
Yeah. So the P.O. box is now officially open. Send the mail to Rooster Teeth. 22 year Freudian slip. Send mail to Regulation Company. I think it's P.O. Box 13146, Austin, Texas. Anybody know what the zip code is? I don't have it off the top of my head.
Yeah, 1901 East 51st Street.
Stop.
Fucking idiot.
78701. I think it's 78701 is the zip code.
We'll have one of the mods in the chat pin it. If you're watching on Twitch, we'll have them pin the P.O. box. Send it to Rooster Teeth.
All the myriad of companies I've created are spinning around in my head at all times. Yeah. They all start with R.
It's a jumble.
Anyway, so we have, I would say we rented this. We much publicized losing the office in January that we were excited for. Turned out to be a blessing in disguise because this is actually a better, in every way,
I think it's a better fit
situation.
We found where we could put everything really quickly. The rooms are divvied up really well. Honestly, do you just want to show everyone the whole space?
Well, first off, I wanted to show, we have another guest here, and I don't know where he is.
Oh, you don't know where I am?
He's right there.
You don't know where I am?
Where's we have an Andrew somewhere.
Surprise! I've been under the couch the whole time. You can't
can
get
you lift
me.
him up, please?
Can I pick you up? Hang on. Come into my arms, little Andrew.
Okay, I'm here. Hold me. Grip me tight.
Andrew, have you discovered that you can quack and stuff?
Go lower.
Oh, yeah,
go lower,
I can.
Jeff.
Let me quack. Let me go crazy with the quacks.
He barked at me earlier and scared the shit out of me.
Bam. That's a quack.
What the fuck?
Bam, bam, bam.
Nick, take us. Go back a little bit. You.
I got my own robot, so I can run around the
other way.
office.
Wait.
Go this way.
Oh, I got you.
Look at me.
Wow.
So Andrew is here in robot form.
Okay, wait.
For
So
all of our shenanigans.
now this is the first time I'm seeing Andrew. Okay, Andrew, what does
Bye,
it look like on your
losers.
end? What does it look like
I
on
got
your
foot
end?
cam. I got a cam. It looks like I have a camera. I can see everything. It's great.
So
Nick is going to be jacking off to this footage later.
So Andrew is here in robot form. We have Andrew Bot official. Wait, Andrew, come back.
I'm coming back. One
He
second.
is here.
Here we go.
The cables. I'm surprised.
Yeah, man, it's a pretty meaty,
pretty
beefy
powerful little
guy.
robot.
Yeah.
Come on over,
I
bud.
had to
I'm coming
dial
over,
the
man.
speed back. It's only at like 40%
Hell yeah.
max speed because
This
Careful with
is
Is that fast?
this is awesome. This
it's
is
a pet robot I saw on
look at
TikTok.
this. Look at that.
Andrew, don't do it. Don't do it, son.
look at like Jumper. Oh man. Okay.
All right, now that we've introduced Andrew, should we take a little tour of the office?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay,
me,
Andrew's trying to
fuckers.
lead the tour. Okay, so Nick has found a
You got
very
that?
cool way that we're able to
You
do
have to
this.
unplug both.
Okay,
Once Gavin has it, you got to turn on the.
hang on. Sit tight. Andrew's gone. I can
ready?
see him in the next room. Here it is.
Oh.
This is there you
it
go.
goes.
Okay, so this is our space to start with.
This is our couch co-op room.
Here it is. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Rooster Teeth. Happy birthday, Eric. Happy birthday, Eric.
I fucking quit. I'm just
Happy,
gonna go.
you can't quit.
I'm just gonna go back and join.
Happy
Rooster
birthday,
Teeth.
Eric.
Jesus,
and happy
fucking
birthday,
Christ.
Regulation.
God damn, dude.
That's 2. We've got so much stuff. Like, do you remember the paintings that we made with the brushes in Does It Do?
Does it do that?
We have to hang those up
That's
soon.
the brush that ended up at the top of the studio.
We've got so this is Nick's little impromptu setup for today's stream.
Yeah, I was filming the crotch there a little bit.
It'll look more professional at some point.
I also have my laptop, so I'm bringing Andrew around with us. So we should be able to hear him through the laptop. Yeah, I can hear him through the laptop. So
okay.
we're good here.
This is a dump room.
Okay.
Over here.
For poos and
That's where all the
stuff.
peeing and the poops happen.
Cool. There's a hallway light we didn't turn on.
Is this the toilet that you clogged the other day?
What?
I didn't clog the toilet.
Oh,
It
you
just
needed
wasn't
more
enough
flush?
water. No, that's in this room. This is the break room. So yeah, the break room will be back at some point. The break
Not
show,
for
rather,
taking breaks,
will
but
be
for,
back.
for cards.
Yeah, and look at all these pre-hit baseballs we have still need to hit.
Bunch of
These are pre-hit baseballs.
Yeah.
And then all the mail you guys sent us to Fuckface and Regulation, even though we asked you not to send mail to Regulation, that's all in here now. So we'll be able to. Yeah, there's a ton in there. So we'll get to all that soon.
Yeah. Love the
pictures of Gavin.
Yeah, really great stuff.
Yeah, it's obviously a lot of work to be done in this room still. This is the toilet with a really shitty return. Takes a long time to fill that bowl. Yeah. It doesn't take me any time to fill the bowl. It takes a long time for,
Vile.
Then this is our main room. If you can't tell, we rented a house. We're house people. Whiteboard where all the secrets are going to be. Got over here. This
hang on. This doesn't seem right.
That's just for people who don't understand it.
Extra small.
Small. Medium. Extra medium. Back to medium.
Medium.
Yeah,
large.
yeah, because obviously you've got like medium here in
So-
this rate, and then the
Large.
So if it goes medium, extra medium, medium, does it go large, extra large, large?
Why would it do that?
Why would it do
If you
this?
get larger than extra large, it would be extra large.
He's got you there.
What's more medium than medium? Extra medium. It's right in the middle. You couldn't be more medium.
To put
Eric.
medium in the middle is nuts.
We so over here is our lounge area. You can see a little bit of the old fuckface stuff that we have going around here. A couple of copies of Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2. Quite crazy that those are there.
Interesting.
Prominently displayed.
Interesting.
Wonder why. A bunch of others. Our cookbook. There's some other stuff. Gavin's fuck off socks.
Who's Gavin?
There's Gavin right there. Got a bad monitor. Hey, you guys remember the clog tube?
Yep.
I'm gonna show you something else interesting that we've got going on today. As you know, it's our anniversary. Yesterday was Eric's birthday.
It was
39 years young, and his favorite thing on earth is peanut M&Ms. And so I did a thing for him to celebrate him. We got him some peanut M&Ms over there, but that's not all. I want Eric to feel surprise and delight for 1 full year. So around the house, I have strategically hidden
I have found
peanut butter M&Ms, and every time he sees them, he is required to eat them.
I have found so many already. I was looking for a pen, and I opened a drawer, and I went, oh, that's weird. And then I closed it, opened the next drawer, and I went, what the fuck? What? Andrew, what are you doing?
I'm looking for the peanut M&Ms. I'm on your back. I got you, man.
Wait. Turn around.
Okay, 1 sec. It's got a tricky turn. Turn it.
Oh, almost.
I'm turning. It's tough.
Okay, you're almost there.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, eyes peeled.
No!
Behind you, son. No, you backed into him. Oh, you ran over him.
He's attacking me.
Peanut M&M jumps.
I'm going back home.
Here, we have Robot Andrew to keep us in line, but but also dutifully watching over us.
Yeah, we've got him right here as well. Also, look at this fucking label maker Gavin brought in.
Crazy.
If anybody ever breaks in, we can kill them with this.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
This is where our desks will be. We got Nick in the corner. This is Eric.
Yep.
This is me and Gavin. You
It's
can
very-
tell that we have the good monitors.
It's very weird how the monitor situation worked out.
That's my personal monitor from home. I don't want to spend
And
money.
is this Jeff's personal monitor from home?
Well,
Jeff
no,
may
I
have looked at mine.
My monitor broke. It's over there. The one that Gavin gave me. It's bad. See, I wrote bad on it, and so I needed another monitor.
Yeah.
And this one was on sale-ish. And so this is where
Jesus, this gimbal.
we have monitors. We have Xboxes. We do not have computers yet. Those are on order. If you come over here, this is the kitchen where all the culinary magic happens. There's going to be a lot of stuff filmed on this
we have
little
a kitchen
island right
here. It's very exciting.
A lot of stuff. We're gonna. So I can't even talk about some of the stuff because that episode hasn't come out yet. But we've got supplies. We'll have hot dogs at some point, not today. And this is, by the way, from Burn Dog and Vanessa.
Yeah.
And then I made a happy birthday cake.
You made a happy birthday cake?
Well, I decorated it. See, it says happy birthday, Eric and us.
That's not what it's...
Or Erectus.
It says Erectus.
But it's like Eric
Happy
and
birthday,
us.
happy
Because it's for
birthday,
both of us.
Erectus?
Erectus, yeah.
And
Eric
us
and
could
us.
be you could almost get anus out of that as well.
You can almost get anus out of that. Did not steal this HEB basket, but it was in all the stuff that we got from the other place.
Oh.
I stole it by accident
Our mail
probably
was-
2 years ago.
You've got to give it back. We should film you returning it.
Taking it back to HEB.
Our fridge actually holds magnets.
It
so we
does.
can have our fridge magnet on it.
Yep.
Our little apple. Remember that thing?
Oh, it's so
Smashing
cool.
success. And don't you worry.
Dude.
There's M&Ms everywhere.
Dude, what the
We've got sodas.
Wow, Fiji water.
You guys,
Neapolitan?
M&Ms? We got M&Ms in the fridge.
on.
We got it everywhere.
Nick's
and then
going
over here,
crazy in there.
can't go into this room yet. This
Oh,
is for
wow.
Gavin and Nick's show. There's a whole other. I would love to show you. It's a multi-room wing of the house.
It is.
But it is.
Nick and I have kept everyone out of here.
Yeah, we're not allowed in, and so there. And then of course, it wouldn't be an office. By the way, the porta potty is back there. Somewhere.
is,
We can't
yeah.
get to it, obviously, because Nick and Gavin won't let us. But the porta potty is on site. Also, way too big to fit in the house.
Doesn't it? It's like 12 inches wider than the door behind you. I think.
Can't take a porta potty apart. We thought we could. Got to de-rivet it to do it. Then you got to re-rivet it. So I don't think it's going to happen. But it wouldn't be an office without our old pal Nicolas Cage here.
That's right.
And dressing fresh, straight from. Oh, there's the ring, the one ring.
Whoa!
That's right.
And then, of course, we wouldn't even have Nicolas Cage if it wasn't for Jackie Chan.
Wow.
This is the
Wait a
tuxedo.
second.
Oh no, Jackie Chan's a little petite. He's a little too petite for the model.
Guys.
The model's got a kind of pretty juicy booty. Model's gonna have to go on. Model's not gonna be eating any of Eric's M&Ms.
No, this is our office. This is what we work out of. It's been crazy setting this up.
When did we move? When did we rent this? April 1st?
Yes.
So we have been here every day in some fashion since April 1st.
It has been a slow process.
There's just so much good stuff in this frame all at the same time.
Hey guys, we couldn't do this without you. Patreon.com/theregulationpod.
Oh yeah, definitely sign up for
That
the
is-
Patreon.
yes.
Get all the extra videos we've made over the last year. You have access to the last year of nonsense, plus the year
Everything
going
going forward.
forward.
Andrew-
Kalachi powered, so you know it's going to be good.
Andrew did a calculation of how many pieces of content we put out.
Dude,
you remember
it
the
was
numbers?
so much. We promised 200 something. We gave over 300.
I think we promised 260-ish, and we released 315
or something.
Is that right, Andrew?
Yeah, it's like low 200s is what we promised, and like 313 or so, I believe.
Wow.
We ended up delivering like 60 or 70.
That's almost something every day. We have a bunch of new stuff coming out soon, like maybe a new season of Fuck Face Off. So check it out. Patreon, if you're wondering, hey, what's the best way we can support these guys? We love watching you can watch us wherever you watch stuff, but put this right in between. There you go. But the best way to support us is patreon.com/regulationpod. That is number one, the best way to support us. That's
and
it.
a huge thanks to anyone who's gonna sign up for another year of the Patreon.
And who already did.
And who already did. And thank you to everyone who's been stopping by and watching this live stream because we got an actual office. This is crazy.
Yeah, we have to return it after this. We kept a tab on it. So as soon as the stream's over, we're gonna take it back to the store.
Yeah. So that's exciting. Well, you guys want to play some Mario Party?
Let's
You guys wanna get into it?
Let's do
Can
it.
you believe we did that whole walkthrough without getting tripped by Andrew? That was, I think, pretty impressive.
I know he's like hiding.
trying to
I think he knows
avoid
I'm
you
gonna
guys.
kick him.
I think he's gone back under the.
Yeah. Oh, he's hanging out with Nick. That's nice.